We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Let's get over that midweek hump together. We got a great show for you guys lined up, and I feel a million times better. Like I'm hopped up on all the caffeine and everything today. Hello, Blabs.
Hi. Hello. I gotta say
Feel
your mic
good.
is a little bit hot right now. I'm just waiting to hear if the audience thinks it's actually hot though. We're waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh, maybe that was the issue. Was I had all the processing and stuff turned off, and now that I'm talking normal, it should come back to normal.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hi.
sounds good. Thank you. Hi, great to see you. We're doing a professional show here, and I got to admit, like when I say that I feel better after yesterday, when I literally threw up during the show,
Yeah.
I feel like a spring chicken today, Blabs. I had food.
Did you wake up going? "Bark?"
I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning, and I was like, "Bang, let's go!" And here we are.
Have
Yeah, I know.
you just been going since 6 a.m.?
Hell yeah, I've been going since
Would you
6
say you're
a.m.
like the Energizer Bunny from hell?
No, I've been.
going and going and going.
I had a workout this morning. I did squats. I did push-ups. I did the
You
whole.
did
I
a
didn't.
squat and you're like, I'm done.
I did more than one. I did
5?
multiple. Yes, I keep going, Blabs. Upwards
7?
towards 30. Just so you know.
Wow.
Now I also did have you seen the Mike Tyson push-ups before? I bet you've never seen these before.
I don't think so. No.
No, where you put your foot against the wall and then you do a push-up and then you push yourself back into like a squat and then you come back down into a push-up.
No thanks.
Yeah, it's spectacular. Yeah.
No.
Mike Tyson during his heyday used to do like 30, 40, 50 of them like at a time. Yeah, he's a stud, man. Anyways, I did like 5 of those. I can do
I
like 5.
plank. That's all I do. I plank.
Yeah, I know. You're a plank machine, aren't you?
No, I just plank for 30 seconds and go, I'm done. And that's it.
Well, hey, what a great tie-in to our guest today, huh? With the little planks. How about we do a little bit of walking of the plank
I
today?
love walking plank. It sounds like fun. Then you just jump in.
Yes, with our brand new pirate VTuber friend, Keen.
Ahoy. How's it going, everybody? Blabs, how was your weekend?
This was good, but it's Wednesday.
Anyway. You know what I appreciate? You know what I appreciate about Keen is like we talked to each other for about 5-10 minutes before the show, and he held on to that. He held on to that until the beginning of the show.
He held on
and
to
when
be live for that.
When he said it, he was like,
I was.
I'm like, ain't that a stinker?
"Oh boy, you
Yeah, how's it
rascally
going,
son of a
everybody?
bitch!" Oh man, we're great. I'll tell you what, Keen, tell us about yourself with your our matey pirate VTuber fun time.
Alrighty. So, yeah, I got noticed from the Skybrowse stuff. I reacted to the Skybrowse video and got drawn into the whole AI video sphere, and the community has been amazing. We're building something. I'm sure we'll talk about it more later, but it really is like a cultural movement too. That sounds dramatic, but because I know you're somewhat familiar with Skybrowse, but for those who aren't, he kind of pulled himself up by cameoing a bunch of bigger creators that were more right-wing leaning, like Kirsha and Nux and Leaflet and Asmongold. And so that's where he got noticed from, which means that a bunch of the people noticing him, because when like Kirsha reacts to something, her fans are going to be the ones coming out there for that. So we're kind of like the chuds. Not everyone in the community is explicitly right-wing, but partly because of AI art in general, gatekeeping leftists because they hate it, we are more on that side of things. So it's basically, no matter what our politics are, everyone hates the whole cancel culture thing. So yeah, it's just been amazing. We really are building something that hasn't really been done before, I think. Like, if I wasn't here on your wonderful show, The Best on God's Green Earth, as we all know, I'd say my community and the broader Skybros Network is the best community on the internet, despite our relatively small size so far. But yeah, we're punching way above our weight class. Everyone's awesome. I see a bunch of people in chat right now. Thank you. But yeah, that's it. We're building something amazing, and we're saving civilization. Yar.
Well, that's what we are trying to do without the yar at the end. Although we do appreciate
that's
the yar.
racist.
I know.
I have a
This is,
pirate
pirates.
question.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Blabs.
Have you played Windrose yet?
That's a complicated question. My computer is in the dumps right now. I am on a ancient computer. Part of the reason I have this model too. I'd like to talk about that at some point too, because one of the big things we do is not my computer issues, but just one of the big things I like to
wow.
do. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. So what we got going on here? I want to get some things off my chest. No, one thing I really like to do, because again, the community is very wholesome, and I like to build other people up. And I've already encouraged a few people. That sounds, like I'm taking credit for it, but no, I like to encourage people if they come to me being like, hey, I really want to stream. I always say, just do it. So that's one of the things I like about my current setup. I am on a decade-old computer. I'm not using a webcam. This is just a GIF image. I didn't pay a cent for it. I built this in Grok, and then through a GIF maker, and you transparentize it. I have a tutorial on that and stuff. I want to do a better one, but yeah. So anyway, my point is, anyone can stream, and no, I have not played Windrose because I'm on a decade-old computer. Thank you for asking.
All right, awesome. Well,
I don't recommend you play Windrose because it's terribly optimized on PC right now anyway. So it might blow up your PC.
If I can get my other one back, it was pretty beastly. So I think I'd win.
This is going to be a great show. I can feel it in the bottom of my coccyx today. This is going to be really, really good. Someone who else just vibrates from his coccyx and is very excited to change culture. Straight from the hood, celebrating, guys, on his birthday, joining us. Please welcome to the show, Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
Aye, Craig.
I got me. All right,
And
I'm
we're
not doing it.
demonetized.
I'm not doing it.
More
Not doing it.
anti-pirate racism here. This will not stand.
Sorry, go ahead,
Craig.
Oh,
I was.
And we've been demonetized on YouTube. Thank you.
It's a butter knife.
Yep.
So yeah, I was running around looking for all my pirate attire. Phoenix, do you have pirate attire? Well, I did. I can't find it anywhere. So all I could
That's why
grab.
he kept getting up. I was curious.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing?
I have a hat. I got the patch. I got a parrot. But I hope this fucking construction crew didn't steal it. But anyway, yeah, it's all missing. So all I have is a butter knife. I wanted to be thematic today from my cockles.
Well, the cockles is the yes. But by the way, the butter knife banned in the UK because you can stab somebody with that. Just so you know. So
okay.
See,
Well, I'll tell you what.
I have a knife too, but
Don't show it, Blabs. We're gonna get demonetized for
You
inauthentic
really can't show a
content.
butter knife?
it's orange. I have this knife. I have a
Hold
couple
on.
of knives right next to me.
All right, maybe we'll do knife
And
talk
a
someday
measuring
with Blabs.
Oh, we be doing
Wow.
knife talk there, Blitz.
Arr.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you, friends, would like to slum it with us over here on Side Scrollers, make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe button. Join the 144,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The over 44,000, nearly 45,000 who have found us over at rumble.com/Side Scrollers, which is just spectacular. We would love for you guys to join us. We are also live over on Kick, on Twitch. And by the way, Blabs did fix both those chats. So chats.
Yes, Kick is very
go
happy
crazy.
right now. They're like, our shackles have been freed, and I'm like, we thank you.
Yes, we thank you all of our Kick friends over there tuning in on a day-to-day basis. We are live every day, and you can find the show over on Spotify, which is just great. A few viewership notes for you guys. Some big things happening over on Side Scrollers Plus
Housekeeping.
very, very soon. Yes, a little bit of housekeeping. Thank you, Blabs. We have 3 big premieres for you guys coming up. Number 1, coming up, Video Armageddon, launching this Friday. It's an evening show. We're going to be premiering it over on Side Scrollers Plus. It will be available for everybody. I think we should absolutely make it available for everybody over there, not just
that
the members
now.
only thing. Yeah, but that'll be available for everybody. So we'll head over there and do that. Not available for everybody, members only. The following day, Blabs versus Rystar. Now, for those of you who know about Rystar, this is one of the most underrated games on the Genesis. Phoenix, I bet you know a lot about this game, or at least played this game. What do you think about Rystar, Phoenix? There.
Actually, no. I've played it here and there. I always thought, like, during the Genesis years, you were getting everything was a mascot character at that time period, and this was like, oh, it's a star, and I require adorable animals in my mascot characters. So I missed this one, but I did see Blabs play it, and it actually looked like a really good game. I like the arm mechanic that you have in it.
Yes. So that is we're doing all of the pirate stuff today. This is great. So we have Video Armageddon. The next day, Blabs Versus. And then coming up on May 7th, it is finally happening exclusively on Side Scrollers Plus. Craig versus Echo the Dolphin.
You ride that dolphin.
Oh, man, look at how evil that dolphin looks. That's an evil-looking motherfucking dolphin right there. I'll tell you what.
He's very patriotic. Look, he's got stars on him.
Yeah, he's a happy, patriotic, evil dolphin that I'm riding.
Yeah.
I'm riding the fuck out of him. That'll be happening exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus. Looking forward to that. And by looking forward to that, I mean I'd rather put Phoenix's butter knife in my eye. Now, one other thing. Since all this stuff's happening over on Side Scrollers Plus, we invite you to join and support the show. You're saying, hey, what's a good way to support the show? This is the best way. Use promo code 50OFF on Side Scrollers Plus. 50 off. That is 50. And then what is it? It's not a numeral. It's I guess a letter. I guess the best way. OFF. I broke a little bit there, Blabs. 50 off. Use promo code 50 off to get 50% off. So the entire year, 50 bones right there. The entire year support, 50 bones over at sidescrollersplus.com. You get access to all of our content, bam, and all the other fun things we have coming up. You can watch Video Armageddon. That'll be available for everybody for free because you guys made that thing happen. So with that said, lots of good things happening over on Side Scrollers Plus. Please support us over there. If we had one of you sign up for Side Scrollers Plus today, big win. We would love that. So appreciate everybody popping in, growing with us as we get back to some fun stuff over on Plus. Let's see. Oh, also, today is the final day of the first round of the greatest video game franchise ever tournament. And we are finishing with a doozy. Phoenix, are you ready to unveil today's matchup in our showdown?
Boy, howdy. Here we go.
Today's matchup, my God. The internet may explode. Xenos, I'm just kidding. It is Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter right here in this matchup of two fighting game titans. Which one will reign supreme? You can vote with your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants, and most importantly, Rumble wallet supports. Because today, Phoenix, we are going to spin our wheel, and as you know, throughout this entire tournament, you can game the system with your Rumble Wallet support if you simply use the QR code to download Rumble Wallet. Because we have an exponential value to your Rumble Wallet support, which definitely will mess things up. Phoenix, what do we have today for our exponential for Rumble Wallet?
Let's give it an old spin.
Oh, there! Oh, nice spin. That's good. Bing! Oh, no. Bing! Oh,
double.
Bing! There we go. Double today. All right. So what that means is $1 means $2. Thank you, Phoenix. $2 means $4. 10 means 20, and 50 means 100 votes for your favorite Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat today. Once again, download the Rumble Wallet app. You can use it, the QR code on your screen, or simply go to wallet.rumble.com. Because quite simply, we selfishly would like to be the most supported channel on all of Rumble for you using your support with Rumble Wallet. We'll get to more of that a little bit later on. So it's going to be a big day. Keen, do you have any thoughts when it comes to Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat?
I like Xenosaga. No, I'm not a huge fighting game person. I'd probably go, I think Street Fighter is a little bit more iconic, but I've played more Mortal Kombat, and I mean, it's pretty iconic too. I guess I'm going Mortal Kombat here today, unless I feel like trolling.
No, you can troll all you like. It's fine.
All right.
Blabs, your thoughts on Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat today?
I have an
Phoenix, your thoughts. There you go.
I like doing the Blabs thing, just a deep sigh and
I don't have
God.
an answer.
I'm going with listen, you can't go wrong in either one. I lean towards Street Fighter though. As iconic as the fatalities are and all the hidden secrets that was so much fun to be around the arcade system back in the day when your friend would like do a babality or whatever like that, or the friendships. So cool, but I think as far as game mechanics go, I don't think you can beat Street Fighter. For me, it's the best fighter around.
All right. Well, I personally grew up loving Street Fighter. Probably one of the biggest Street Fighter fans on the planet. Maybe. I don't know. I loved it. With that said, over the last several years, I've definitely gravitated more towards Mortal Kombat. So I have very mixed feelings about this. But I think strictly from a nostalgia standpoint, I'm going to go with Street Fighter here.
Did Mortal Kombat, like once it moved into 3D for you, that it felt a little bit better control-wise?
No. Okay. Personally, I think all the Armageddon games, like Mortal Kombat Armageddon and Deception, all those games, I thought those games were dog shit. And I know people will be like, oh, no. Mortal Kombat for me peaked on Mortal Kombat 9. When they rebooted it and they brought it back to 2D, Mortal Kombat 9 was the best video game movie I've ever played. It was on a 2D plane.
They were not actor sprites, is my point.
No. Yeah, correct. Yes. I thought you were talking about the actual gameplay.
No, just because it was more fluid when they had the more 3D models. That's what I mean.
Yes. So what about you guys? What game peaked in this series? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Got the chat pulled up over here. But for me, Mortal Kombat 9 was definitely king when it came to that. And probably one of my favorite fighting games ever. I had a pretty mean Kung Lao. And pretty mean when it comes to that. All right, so with that said, glad everybody's with us today. We have just a giant show. Things on today's run sheet include we have some big news in the cultural space from our friends over at Rippaverse. Just came down, and I think you're going to be very excited to hear this, Phoenix. This is some big things. We have some death news for you guys related to Nintendo.
I always get excited at death news.
I know. People get really stoked for this one.
I don't want one of those.
We have a pasta company that is stalking you, which is, we've been teasing this story for a couple days. We're finally going to get to that today. We're going to get into the FCC looking into Jimmy Kimmel, YouTube banning channels. This has been an epidemic the last few days, and we're finally going to get a chance to talk about it. It has affected somebody who appears on our show, and Asmongold was on a podcast with Caleb Hammer, and it is must-see internet. So we also have ShoeOnHead taking on the Pragmata situation and all the nonsense associated with that. We got a big packed show. And by the way, Rockstar hates Jason Schreier, which is great news for everybody. So we'll get to that a little bit later on today. So do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe wherever you're tuning in. Those thumbs up button, there's a direct correlation between viewership and discoverability and you guys hitting that thumbs up button on YouTube, which is a great thing. Working on that with Rumble. It's going to happen. They do look at that stuff, but I'm just saying. Phoenix, by the way, do you see they're rolling out a new algorithm here soon?
I did. Yeah. I think we're moving away from like editors' picks and stuff like that and starting to go towards more what the audience is feeling. I think that's the idea.
I will say this, having had conversations with the Rumble about this, very optimistic about what they're building over there. This is a next step on the platform, which is very, very good. Keen, have you done anything over on Rumble yet?
I just recently got it set up, so I am multi-streaming over there, yeah.
His links are down below, by the way, Rumble and YouTube.
Hell yes.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I'm just getting started. Yeah,
All right, awesome.
It's always good to be on the multiple platforms, as everyone knows, because you have the big sites like Twitch and YouTube who are always doing funky stuff and screwing people over. So yes, multi-stream.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, this is oh boy. I need to shit. I think I need to watch this trailer first. It's just dropped. Fucking A. I'm sorry. Before we get into hard news, this trailer just dropped. Look, behind me, I have this game right here. I got NBA Jam. We've been talking about NBA. Do you guys remember when NBA The Run was announced not too long ago? When it was like the spiritual successor, apparently, to NBA Jam and NBA Street? And they unless you probably don't. Phoenix, do you remember me talking about this?
Yes. Because I'm an NBA Jam fan, so I've been waiting for anything similar.
They just dropped
Xenosaga.
God damn it, Keen. They just dropped a gameplay trailer for NBA The Run. Can we watch it real quick?
Yeah, just probably mute it because I'm sure there's rap in it.
Okay, well we'll see. Let's take a look.
Yo, pull out the horns, people. Get ready with the drums.
I fucking hate that. God, I hate that. All right.
The Run the World Tournament. Are you ready? Let's go.
All right, we'll pull this down. This is NBA Street. Holy shit, this is NBA Street. We just had NBA Street on Today in Gaming History yesterday, and this is straight up a successor to NBA Street. Holy shit. Not NBA Jam, but NBA Street.
I don't know, man. I, for one, prefer Space Jam.
I mean, this is, yeah, holy crap. This looks just, I know, Blabs. I'm going to slowly work my way past it. By the way, Space Jam video game sucked, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, this is straight up, oh God, straight up a spiritual successor to Street, which is, if it includes combos, looks, that's interesting. I mean, I know this is probably not exactly our demographics type of game, but I don't know. If you grew up with I
don't know. NBA, that was the beauty of NBA Jam. I mean, I was never a big sports guy, but it absolutely catered to me, and I loved it.
That's the beauty of these games. We need more sports style, arcade style sports games. Yes, 100%. People have been talking about this for a long time. Like, this has been the ongoing epidemic when it comes to sports titles, is that they're all simulation games, right? You got your Madden, and it's like the same game over and over again with incremental changes to it. You got your 2K or whatever, and it's like those are the games that started the season pass mentality when it came to video games. Just the gradual updates. Those season passes just cost $60 every year, right? So to see like an arcade sports game come back, just saying, kind of got to support it. So I don't know. We'll see what I'm curious if the reception is, but I guess the reception over on YouTube, just a quick glance at the comments, seems pretty good. So
who's the company behind it?
Well, it's published by PlayStation, which is really cool to see. Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna need to check that out when it comes in. Oh, that's exciting for me and me only, who's watching the show. Jimmy Ray came in with $5. Says, what's the orange knife for, Blabs?
So it used to be for cutting ear tags off of livestock and stuff, but nowadays it's just for opening eBay packages.
I like the idea of you missing.
And then this one's for other stuff, and this one's for other stuff, and then this one's for other stuff.
Well, hold on, Blabs. Why do you have 4 knives next to you at all times?
I told you I did. I wasn't lying.
You just have 4 random knives next to you?
No.
You don't?
Random. Why don't you? Don't you have some knives around you?
I mean, not just. I guess I probably should have like a knife next to me at all times.
No, this one's from Buck.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I used to use it a lot for livestock, but now he's been retired and he opens up my packages for eBay. And when I go shopping, women be shopping, you know.
I think we need to know that you don't fuck with Blabs. You certainly don't attack her while she's streaming. She'll stab you in the dick. Ow. I know, terrifying. Now we know, Jimmy.
I mean, no. You don't use knives for that, for castration. Use scalpels. Duh.
Yeah, in the UK, that's a whole ass arsenal right there, Blabs.
Sick.
You're a terrorist.
Thank you.
Jimmy, you just don't.
Butter knife got flagged.
Yeah, but you see, I didn't show the blades. They're all, put away.
Jimmy asked, "What's the orange knife for?" And he legitimately got an answer. It was like a little me. Now we know. It's for cutting off tags off of cows.
It was mostly pigs, actually. He was
Raging
dead.
Wolf says, "Justice for Cineverse." Cineverse. So I was like, Cinevere. She did nothing wrong. Yeah, I know. She needs to build one out. Yeah, we're going to get to Cindy stuff with YouTube here in a little bit. Play Xenosaga came in with $5. Says, rise up, brothers and sister. Make our voices heard and overthrow these tyrannical tournament organizers. For the Foxu, for Xenosaga. Thank you, Play Xenosaga, for that, $5. Young Stove came in and says, for Street Fighter, because Ibuki is best girl. MK is too simple. That's $2 for Mortal Kombat. Dr. T is King came in with 10, says Soul Calibur is the best fighting game franchise. Soul Calibur 2 had Link feel both unique and bueno. Soul Calibur 3 has the best storyline for essentially a Fire Emblem. So my vote goes to Xenosaga. Okay. Last Effect came in with $20 for Street Fighter. Says, love the characters more. Ryu and Vega are my favorites. Sub-Zero is my favorite Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat movie was great. Hey, Blabs, in honor of our guest, please look on... Oh, God. Please look up on Urban Dictionary.
Whatever it is, do not. Sorry, I talked over chat, but yeah, Urban Dictionary is scary.
I don't know.
Please look up on Urban Dictionary the pirate or angry pirate.
Urban Dictionary,
Why?
angry pirate. Let's just see. I'm just going to timestamp real fast. Okay. Angry pirate, the act of receiving oral sex while standing upright, ending with the receiver not only shooting his sperm rocket into one of the giver's eyes, but also
And
giving the
demonetized.
kicker in one of his or her shins, thereby hindering the giver with a peg leg and a defunct eye. Why do people think of these things? And be like, I know what to do. I'm going to call
Why
you
am
a
I
peg
full
leg.
screen?
Don't
Look
knock
what he
it till you
did.
try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
All right.
Wow.
Well, thanks for that. Last effect.
Yeah, thank
That'll
you.
Be that'll be a social
I
clip.
be shooting sperm rockets at
Discreet came in with 10, says Mortal Kombat all the way. The countless hours of fun playing on my original Genesis. Still remember the code, the blood code to this day. ABACABB. That's right. There we are. Thank you so much, Discreet. Appreciate that.
How much was that for?
Also, 10. Captain Ruddy with 100 bits says, I love Keen. His streams are fun and engaging, and he's very based. One of the most honest guys I know. Thanks, Captain Ruddy. He also came in with another.
It is Captain Rudy.
No, it's Ruddy. Captain
Right, my bad.
Captain Rudy came in with another 100 bits, says, I vote for Mortal Kombat Fatality. And Tenarian came in with 10, says, Keen is reminding me of Zegram from Rogue Galaxy. Careful, Phoenix. The UK police once confiscated a bunch of butter knives and even some spoons, the weapon of choice for serial killers. 10 for Xenosaga. Fuck me. This is going to be a rough day, isn't it? Jesus, Tenarian, thank you. Hey, speaking of serial killers, look at this sweet art that was made by our guest today, Keen. Look at this. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. I get to
I
be
like
Captain
that.
fucking America. Phoenix,
I'm a
you do look black.
Yeah,
Well,
he
inside
is.
I am.
It's the
Inside
lighting.
I am.
He's got a black brother, so you know.
yeah.
What are we about to fight here, Keen?
I didn't put that much thought into it. We're Aura farm.
Injustices. That's what we're here to fight.
Inequality.
Quangos. We're fighting
Inequality.
Quangos, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, that's excellent. Excellent. And thank you for putting that together. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys go retweet that. I just tweeted out that I'm Captain fucking America, and that's outstanding. I love that. All right, cool. Let's get into it, friends. Once again, lots of good things coming up. Video Armageddon, Blaz versus Rystar, and me finally taking on Echo the Dolphin, the worst game ever made. Coming up very soon on Side Scrollers Plus. Let's get into it now. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. We talk about changing culture all the time, and I'll tell you this dude is changing culture. Eric July over at the Rippaverse had a big announcement this morning, just announced a few minutes ago, and here it is. This is the biggest announcement in Rippaverse history. We've signed a worldwide distribution deal with Hachette US, one of the largest publishers in the world. Rippaverse books will now be accessible through major wholesale and retail channels. Hell yes. Do you guys want to hear a little bit from Eric when he's talking about this?
This is great. Congrats, man. Wow.
Yeah. See what he has to say.
Today, I can finally share something that has been months in the making. This is probably the biggest announcement in the history of Rippaverse Publishing. So I'm going to take my time because you deserve the full picture. Rippaverse Publishing has signed a sales and distribution agreement with Hachette Book Group. We are joining their third-party publisher slate effective July 6th, 2026, this year. For those who do not know, Hachette Book Group is one of the largest general interest book publishers in the United States. They are part of Hachette Livre, and that's the third largest trade and educational publisher in the world. They handle sales and distribution for some of the most respected in the business. Abrams, Chronicle Books, Yen Press, Lonely Planet, and now Rippaverse Publishing joins that roster. Under this agreement, Hachette will handle all of our retail and wholesale sales and distribution worldwide. Bookstores, big box retailers, libraries, and wholesalers across every territory. Our direct-to-consumer channel through Rippaverse.com is not affected. It remains entirely ours. It's run by us exactly the way that it has been for the last 4 years. We are adding a completely new channel on top of what we have already built, so it's addition, not subtraction. So what does this actually mean for you? First, nothing has changed as far as ownership or direction. I'm still the sole owner of Rippaverse Publishing. The vision is still going to be fulfilled. Second, this is the reason we moved to a regular structured release format. A lot of you wondered why we made that change, and now you have the answer. As part of that preparation, though, you will see some small adjustments to specific release dates. Alpha Core number 3 in particular is going to move, or rather be pushed back slightly, so we can maximize its rollout into stores. Most of the other titles will keep their current dates, and we will be transparent about every adjustment as those get locked in. And third, of course, this is huge for the entirety of Rippaverse Publishing, because the additional...
No, this is huge for the entirety of independent creators. I think that this is much larger than just Rippaverse. I think this is massive. Like I got to text him and let him know how spectacular this is. Oh man, this is great. Let's finish. We'll finish another 30 seconds of this, and we'll react.
Reach we now have through the trade channels raises the visibility of every single title we publish. Now let me explain just how big this actually is.
Oh, we know. I get it. All right, Phoenix, I want to hear your thoughts on this first and foremost. I mean, this is obviously spectacular news appearing in big box stores, whether that's, think of that, that's Target, that's Walmart, that's go down the list, potentially Sam's Club, Costco. I would imagine when you say big box retailer, that's what's implied here.
Yeah. No, I mean, the obvious, the great thing about it is you get more eyeballs on this thing. It also becomes when you start to see one of, I'll just say, our side's product or the normal man product sitting next to across to from the other stuff. It says, hey, we deserve to be here too. Like we belong here as well, as opposed to this distant. You have to go online somewhere to be able to get it. It's away from everything else. This says we're now competing with everybody else, and it gives more people an opportunity to find obviously great content on the merits of the content as opposed to what side you're on or whatever. But also it starts to inspire others to say, hey, there's a path now, and maybe we all have a shot at this if we really, really try hard. We put our mind to it, and we're relentless in our spirit and in what we're trying to do. That there's a chance that we actually can be competing with the other side in their own stores now, which is, I mean, this is huge. A big congrats to him and the whole team over there. Amazing news.
Keen, you want to hear your thoughts? Then I'm going to get to the actual places that Hachette, I said Hatchet or Hachette, rolled out. Actually, yeah, apparently a distribution to. But yes, Keen, I mean, this is obviously a big win, yeah?
Yes, and like Phoenix was saying, congratulations to Eric July and everyone involved there. And yeah, I mean, I think he said it pretty good. This is very important for, like, I completely agree that we have to be doing our own cultural thing. We can't just give up, and we can't let ourselves get boxed into, like you were saying, small independent spaces, hard to find, whatever. So this mix of like mainstream and alternative is excellent, especially if, like he was saying, he controls all rights and can continue doing his independent thing while also being broadcast to that larger audience. So yeah, it's huge, and we need more of that just in all spheres in general. So hopefully that can continue. And I mean, we'll get to it when we talk about the YouTube demonetization and channels going down, but I think that is an attack on that same sort of thing happening on YouTube in its infancy. They want to stop us. We're too powerful, man. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water to turn freaking frogs gay either. But anyway, yeah.
How do you really feel about it?
It is a problem on YouTube, and hopefully we can keep pushing on and diversify to things like Rumble as well. Like, yeah, we need to keep going, and this is great for that cultural shift. We really do need to show, like you were saying, that we're there right next to them, that we can do stuff just as good.
Well, so places that Rippaverse, okay, and a little bit of background. This is actually very, very cool for me personally, because Rippaverse is an independent comic, I guess, a book company, right? They don't like to use the word comic books or whatever. They just books. That's fine. But they are being able to be in places like Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, yes, Walmart, Target, grocery stores, airport retailers, clubs. These are all listed on via Grok right here. So the reach here is absolutely spectacular. Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, like I mentioned. Hachette is one of the big, quote-unquote, big five publishers with strong mass market penetration. So this expands indie creator-owned content like Rippaverse into mainstream shelves. So my brother, who is a singer-songwriter, has been doing this for 20 plus years. He was actually the first independent artist to be in Walmart like 20-something years ago, right? That was not signed to any major label. He had a CD when CDs were still a thing in Walmart. And now that type of thing happens pretty regularly. And he did that through his own stuff. So to see this kind of happen now with Rippaverse, once again, this is great for Rippaverse, and it'll be huge for Rippaverse just from an exposure standpoint. But it's not about now. It's about 5 years from now and 10 years from now. Because if Rippaverse is successful, like they have seen, this will open up the floodgates for other independent companies to be signed by larger companies for those distribution. Because at the end of the day, it's not about black, it's not about white, it's not about left, it's not about right. It's about green. And that's what these companies see. This distribution company sees potential to make money with Rippaverse, which is why they signed them and want to get in bed with them, so to speak. And which is why Rippaverse also wants to do it with them, because they can see this as an opportunity to ultimately make more money, continue to shift culture, continue to create an alternative. Massive win. Massive win.
I think what's really interesting, there's an opportunity here for like the first time in history for independent content to actually be mainstream, because if the mainstream continues to double and triple down on their agenda garbage, and more independent people come in with their voices, there's a really good chance that the market is going to dictate that people gravitate entirely to independent. To a large degree, you've seen this on video platforms where people are more tuning into shows like ours and other shows, evening shows, et cetera, on Rumble and YouTube, et cetera, than they are in TV. So this is a real interesting shift here that might happen, where finally it's the independent creators that beat the mainstream.
This is awesome. I love it. I'm excited for Eric. I'm excited for their company. I got to send a few texts today to let them know just how stoked I am. That's awesome to see. So spectacular stuff. Congratulations, guys. Way to lead the way. All right. Man, that's awesome to see. Love that. Chief Corey Anderson came in with $2. Says, I dig that Hagrid statue.
Thank you.
Mortal Kombat. 2 for Mortal Kombat right there. He also came up with 5. Says, Echo the Dolphin is the worst game ever made in a world where 1348 Ex Voto exist. Also, Mortal Kombat's better than Street Fighter. 5 for Mortal Kombat. Yes, I hate Echo the Dolphin. And Eye of the Hev holder came in with $1.99. Says, Mortal Kombat made their mark by being fighting games made for people who don't like fighting games. It's not much, but giving my contribution to Street Fighter as the superior franchise. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for that. That's $1.99 for Street Fighter right there. All right. Let's go and move on. And it's just, oh, by the way, I'm sure we have a very early returns here, Phoenix.
It's pretty early. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
We've got $18 for Mortal Kombat, $23.99 for Street Fighter. But wait, there's more. Xenosaga in at $25, so it is currently in the fucking lead.
Will Xenosaga actually beat Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat today? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Let's move on to, I promised a story about death, and I'm going to deliver a story about death. I know, Phoenix, I know you're excited for this.
Yeah.
Let's go to South America, Brazil. Speaking of Street Fighter, home of Blanca, as a Brazilian funeral company is now selling Mario-themed coffins.
Let's go!
Hey, all right. Let's go. Congratulations. Look at the confetti raining down. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. We have a wonderful Mario themed coffin here. We have Luigi themed coffins, and apparently they have Toad, Princess Peach right there.
They show it off in the video. You can
let's
see
check it out.
Princess Peach. It is in Brazilian.
Yes,
Or
the
Portuguese, I should
Brazilian. Yeah. This is absolutely
That's
something
Yoshi?
Nintendo's.
I guess that's Yoshi themed, right? It's an egg, I think.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Princess Peach.
Okay.
Ha.
Wow.
I got to imagine Nintendo's just thrilled about this one.
Yeah,
they're
I'm
gonna be
gonna
great.
wonder how the NDAs
Oh.
work. Oh.
You can just flip it around. That's nice. So if you're dead and you don't like it, you can just go from Mario to
Nothing.
Toad.
Or you could
This
just
will-
have it as a red coffin. You don't need to even put a sign on it. You'd be like, no, I don't want to do Nintendo anymore. I want to get hit with the copyright and lawsuits. Here you go. Remove the symbol. And now it's just a green coffin.
Can we just, I'm sorry, real quick. Keen, can we take a second to recognize this guy's smiling face as he's putting a Yoshi egg
Look
on
how many
a
coffins
coffin?
are behind him.
It's something. Yeah, that's devious.
I
I
mean,
love making coffins so much.
working in the death industry has got to be really soul sucking, I would imagine. Like, it kind of changes your perspective, which is why, you need these wonderful bright coffins
Yeah,
here.
to cheer up your day working in the morgue.
You know what happens in Brazil, though? There's a lot, and we should
Power up.
talk to. I'm sorry, what?
Power up, like level up. Little
Oh, I thought you were
mushroom.
talking about. Sorry, I thought you were talking about masturbation, like Phoenix.
What the fuck?
No,
No, that's only Phoenix. He does that.
No, he powers up all the
Every
time.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, I'm sure in Brazil there is masturbation. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
I hope when you
there's
close the lid, it goes, woohoo, ha ha. I hope it does that.
No. It needs to play the death sound effect.
Yeah.
You gotta like really, and they can't exactly call it the Nintendo coffin, right? Or the Mario coffin. They got to call it something else, right? They got to call it the plumber package or something like that, a princess package.
I want to see if I can find it. I want to see if I can find the actual website real fast.
Yeah, I think that's great. If you were to die and you were to have a coffin based off of a video game, I mean, this is like, let's just say everybody in the world
Saga.
has to do. Oh, okay. Well, now we know. Thanks, Keen. Phoenix, what about you? Oh, he's thinking about it.
You know what? I think I would either want a Mike Tyson's Punch Out, so 2 boxing gloves on the top with rope designs around it, or a portal design, and that maybe when you place me in that coffin, I may appear somewhere else. That could be fun.
Oh my
I
god,
know
I found them.
Oh, good. All right, Blabs.
I
Fine.
understand
Blabs.
my screen.
Yeah, go ahead. What coffin would you like to be buried in, Blabs?
So obviously it's in Portuguese, but look, they have a whole website. I love how they say "Earn de Mario," so Mario's earned. That's literally the title right there.
Hold on, wait, real quick, Blabs. Go back to that real fast. That last little Mario one.
Huh?
That's kind of a small coffin, isn't it? Are these
It's on
designed for
angle,
kids?
so-
Yeah, these are children's
Oh
coffins.
dear.
Oh boy, that's
boy.
kind of bizarre. All right, nice. It's
Maybe they're for little children who unfortunately passed away. That is wild.
yeah, that makes it even more dark. That's tough. It'll also be kind of weird if you were like a 65-year-old guy getting married in like a Princess Peach
Ooh,
coffin.
ooh, look! It's a lot bigger than I expected. Look.
Oh,
see?
okay.
Oh my
Oh my god! Wow, fucking bizarre! Oh my god!
Yeah, someone in chat correctly answered the what video game coffin would you have, and it's clearly Castlevania.
Oh,
that's-
that's good.
And hopefully his
pretty
name's
good.
Simon as well.
Oh, so I would go with Mortal Kombat and have it actually say fatality.
Yeah.
Fatality.
Wow.
Look at that. Those are look. You got the Princess Peach wands and stuff. They're hot. I mean, is there a market for this? I don't know.
Apparently.
They made several prototypes here, so that's how fucking bizarre is that? Oh my god.
I'm having way too much
They
fun
are
with
having
this.
fun. Wow. They
I
are-
am. This is wild.
Thank you, Blab.
They
Blabs
have
is still
7,000
spoiled.
followers. Good for
The
them.
bright side, the person going in the coffin is dead, so you just get to embarrass everyone else at your funeral. You're like, yeah, bury me in a fucking Mario coffin.
Well, I'm on
You
their
get
website. I want
nothing.
to see if I can find one, see how much it costs.
Okay, sounds good. Let us know, Blabs, if you can find how much the in Brazilian monies. It's like
I'm working on my Portuguese.
$6. Yeah. Please do. Make sure you use that translator because I think this is actually very important for the research.
There's a catalog. It's a
Oh,
2025 catalog, so I don't think it's going to be in there yet.
Oh, that's last year. That's those are out of
those are the old
season
models,
already.
you know?
Yep.
So
I'm
passe.
scrolling through. Yeah, they don't have the Luigi model.
Do you think that Nintendo has already sent a cease and desist to them for this?
And grave diggers. They're digging the graves up right now. You can't do that. That's our product.
That's the most fucked up idea. Like they're like, who bought them? Who bought these motherfuckers? And like, they got Shigeru Miyamoto out there with a shovel, just like throwing dirt over his. What a horrible mental image of like they say Shigeru Miyamoto. He's like, there it is, but you will not be buried with my IP. Blast, you find anything?
No, I'm not finding the price. That's very unfortunate.
No, you got to contact them. That's rough.
Maybe
See, that's how
I
they
think
get you,
I need
Blast.
to do a quote. But I need to up my Portuguese before I contact them.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Blabs will do some digging and find out how much the Mario coffins are, and
And then
not
I'll put
only
it
do
on my throne, and it'll be my new bed. Just kidding. I'm kidding. It doesn't look very comfortable. It looks
Dark
really,
shit
really...
going on right now.
wow, unbelievable. Okay,
So anyway.
it's like bury me with my Harry Potter. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you for that. That's
I help.
disturbing. Yeah, you're great, Blabs. Excellent. Modest Rat came in with 10, says, Arrgh, Garvasta yar mateys. A gold doubloon to whomever fires Blabs. Make her walk the plank for her shit gaming history list. JK, Blabina.
I will
Also,
walk the plank for fun. Dude, jumping off stuff is my favorite. Let's go.
Also, bada bing. Till mañana, mi amigos. Thank you so much, Modest Rat. Appreciate that. VJ the Vigilant came in with $1.99 for Mortal Kombat. Right there. Thank you. Swooky Wookie. I like your name. Says, what do you call a pirate harvesting hazelnuts? Anybody? A nutting seaman. Also Xenosaga.
How much is
All
that
right,
for?
he sealed the deal at the end there.
Yeah, that's $5 for Xenosaga. Rudy came in and says, perhaps Rippa could make a book about Harry Potter girl who uses magic to fight the evils of Urban Dictionary from not Captain Ruddy. Oh, thank you for that. That's there you go. Chief Corey Anderson came in with 2, says, fat people won't fit in those coffins. That's true. But most fat people won't fit in most coffins, I would imagine. So
To be fair, though, it wasn't in America. I wonder what the fat ratio is for people in Brazil.
we'll do a little digging,
They're
Blab,
not
see if you can
number
find
one.
it. Yeah.
So,
Pippa came in with 10 Canadian, says, y'all should read coffin reviews. They're hilarious and sad. I did it years ago. Coffin review. How do you review a coffin? Oh my
you
god.
just lie in and go, is this comfortable or not? Apparently, Brazil is facing a significant growing obesity crisis with over 60% of adults now considered overweight. Oh no!
Wow. That's it's tough to hear. Chief Corey Anderson came in with, says, Leisure Suit Larry coffin, Mortal Kombat. That's $2 for Mortal Kombat. And Super Sentai Guy came in with $4.99, says Mega Man coffin, and I would make death noise when the finish lowering me into the ground. That's right. I love that idea. The death sound effects whenever you get fully 6 feet under. Adam came in with $2, says Soul Reaver coffin would be awesome. Yeah. Canada for $25. Since Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, King of Fighters, and Fatal Fury are not mentioned, I'm going with Xenosaga out of spite. Man, that's fucked up. It's $25.
I thought it would be coffin too.
What's that? What you got?
Cyberpunk. Like with neon trim and everything. Your glowing coffin. Just circuitry, the whole works.
That's what I want.
Giant. There it is, man.
Yep.
So I'm sure somebody could use some technology to come up with Phoenix and a cyberpunk.
See, it's
coffin.
interesting. I always wanted, like, and I'm being very sincere. Even when I was a kid, the way I wanted to die was I wanted my body to be put in a cannon and shot out.
Whoa! Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just before you finish your obscene story, can you just? Ever since you were a kid, you've been thinking about death.
Yeah,
Okay,
after
okay, sorry.
13, it was all downhill. Yeah. So I wanted to be put in a cannon. It was one of two ways. I wanted to be shot out of a cannon with fireworks basically inside, inside my entire body. And boom, and then all over the place. Or for I wanted all my money to be stuffed in my ass and someone hides me in a Where's Waldo costume somewhere in America and you have to go and find me, but then you have to put your hand in my ass to get the money.
Why do you want
that.
people, you want people to shove their hands up your ass?
Yes.
Did you really enjoy your prostate exam?
Yes. No, because I want to see if people are willing to put their hand up a corpse's ass to get the money. That's what I wanted.
And so
maybe I can
this
put an IOU in there.
But see, here's the thing: you can't actually answer that because you'd be dead, so you would never know.
Sadly, I wouldn't know. That's the only
Seems
downside.
like a
No,
flaw in
he's
this
fake.
ideal
I
plan of
fake my
yours.
own death.
Yeah, exactly. He's fake.
And then, so
Attaboy,
you just want
Keen.
people to put their
Like,
hands up your ass.
gotcha. Yeah, they're like really in there, and you're just like, gotcha, sucker.
Gotcha. Joke's on you.
That feels interesting.
Unbelievable.
Anyway,
Yeah, you get
right.
up and you're like, pervert.
Phoenix, I have your cyberpunk
you went to Grok,
coffin.
didn't you?
I did. Check this out.
That's kind of cool.
That is so badass.
That's what you want, huh?
Yeah, I'm revising the way I want it. Yeah, this is it. I like this. Yeah.
What if you were shot out of a cannon from your cyberpunk coffin?
Craig, I'm going to power up right now if you keep talking. Hi.
Wow, that's man. Thank you, Grok, for being so quick and speedy with that. That's excellent. All right.
Can
Also,
you make me a Harry Potter coffin?
all right. Hold on. Blaz,
I
why
will
don't you read a couple
read some
supers while I do that?
Yeah,
sounds
Bentley
good.
Guy for 10 says, to be honest, I would greatly appreciate and chuckle if someone was buried in an ET themed coffin. If you know, you know. Hashtag for Street Fighter. That's 10 for Street Fighter right there. Cyan for $9.99 says, bury me in a Big Daddy suit from Bioshock. Speaking of, where is Bioshock in the tournament? 10 for Bioshock.
BioShock did not make the list. There's only 16 franchises that can actually be in it. So unfortunately, BioShock. There's a lot of great franchises that did not make it. That's the way it goes.
Jackal for 25 Canadian says, oi, Captain, there's the crew's asking to break out the rum while they watch the show. Permission to distribute a dram to raise a glass to our favorite salty sea dog. Oh, the Kraken got loose again.
Granted,
Keen, can
go
they
catch
can they
that.
bust up?
Yes, 100%. They should have been already, and I'm gonna have a word with the crew afterwards. Like, obviously, they should have been drinking already. And yeah, I don't know why the Kraken got out again, but they got to find it.
Unbelievable, really. Okay.
Okay.
Like, this shit I have to put up with. Seriously, the Kraken's always getting out. I'm gonna get some more crew. It's wild.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Jay Tama for 5 says, Craig, you should watch Caitlin Doughty, Ask a Mortician channel. Change your opinion on that industry. She also has fascinating videos.
Okay.
Well, you know. Elite Noob for 10 says, as a family of grave diggers, this is awesome. And coffins are varied in price because of liner material, etc. for Mortal Kombat. That is 10 for Mortal Kombat. Mercenary for 1 says, sent back the email since I have no doggo in this fight. I'm giving this to Xenosaga. Smash Brothers is my fighting game of choice. That is 1 for Xenosaga. Midget Menace, great name, says, Blab, see if you can find the caskets that have Bluetooth speaker in them to be able to broadcast music to them even after burial. They exist. No,
Yes.
thank you. Although maybe I'd have some John Williams playing. Zim for 5 says, I want a Call of Duty coffin. It's a...
I think he's seeing the coffin.
Oh my God.
He's looking at
Okay,
the coffin.
Thank you for my coffin, my Harry Potter coffin.
Hold on. I gotta find. Hold on.
You're right. Anyway, Zim for 5 says, I want a Call of Duty coffin. It's a regular coffin, but the funeral goers all have to press F to pay respects. Anyway, Mortal Kombat. 5 for Mortal Kombat. Rudy for €2 says, Phoenix just created the F1 Sting Fortune TV show. And
right.
Chief Corey Anderson for 5 says, you ever see the video of the old Irishman being buried with a tape recorder in his coffin? It was saying things like, get me out of here. Hilarious.
All right, here we go. Here's Phoenix's Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
Right there, we got multiple different options. Here's Blast.
That's unfortunate, isn't it? I'm very
Put
happy, though.
a little window in there for Blast.
Thank you. I like that one. That one's sick.
Oh my God! Just put.
I'm very happy to be locked
I like
up
that
with
face. Wah, wah.
Right. I died too early. Oh, life ended before it should have. Oh.
Yeah, that's I do like
Oh my
those
God.
coffins. They're very vibrant and fun, I must say.
It's. I mean, more vibrant.
They
They're
remind
more
me of the
alive than you at that
pinballs.
point.
Yeah, apparently. They remind me of the pinball from the arcade.
Oh my God, that's right. That's so fucking funny. All right, well, what? Do we have any more before we move on to the next story?
Jeff for Five says, joke. What do two Somali pirates call each other? He doesn't actually have an answer. It's just five for more comment.
Well, all right then. I guess we'll just be left wondering.
I was trying to think of, I'm like, I don't know. What is it?
So what do two Somali pirates call each other? What do you think about that?
What do you guys think about that? What are the oranges for?
What do you think about that? We guess we'll never know. That's all right. Holy shit, that's so fucking funny. I gotta put those over on social media because I just can't stop laughing at dead blabs that are Harry Potter.
Hope you remember that.
That's tough. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and move on to our next story. This is actually a reaction. I wanted to take a look at this. This is absolutely crazy to see. Did you see the streamer? This is a very noble cause here. The streamer who he wanted to walk across the country from Philadelphia to California. Did you see this? What happened?
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking.
More shocking that he seemed okay.
Oh! Homeboy was literally walking across. By the way, does not help that he's literally in the middle of the road. Just want to point that out. But walking across from Philadelphia to Chicago, I can't quite tell where he's at down here in the map. But yes, he gets hit by a car.
Can you play it again? Because there it is. Because we didn't get to see it. It broke up.
Yeah,
well,
we're
here,
getting like 3 frames a second.
Let's play one more time.
Okay.
That's terrible. Homie did that on purpose.
Homeboy is all right.
Yeah, it's crazy. And yes, he is all right. He does go to the hospital. You can see he's in it in just a bright yellow outfit. I mean, obviously, in the middle of the road is not a good thing. But it doesn't look like there was a sidewalk at any point. This shit got splattered all over the place. And what
He lost his shoe.
Well, yeah. I'm glad he didn't lose his life.
Yeah.
You know? Day 34, holy crap, of walking across the country. What a crazy cause here. But shit all over the place right here. And what you don't hear is there's copyrighted music, which is why I'm not playing it. But there's another lady. I guess the car hit another car. And here, this is the...
Okay. Good. I mean, you have me.
Good thing I had a back brace on.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll have ambulance come check you out.
Did you land on the pavement or did you land on the grass?
Pavement.
Pavement? Okay. Tell you what, you want to have to see my car real quick.
Just sit down. That way you sit down.
I'm good. I want, because I don't want my muscles to tense up.
Okay.
All right.
So he does eventually go to the hospital. Good for him. Obviously, glad he's alive. But this is one of the more shocking things that, I mean, people talk about planned things on these IRL streams. You can't plan that, and you certainly don't want to get hit by a damn car. But what's interesting about this, if you go back and you slow this down, it's weird because when you look at the car behind it, you see it coming here.
It's like he's like swerving.
Well, look,
I think he notices too late, and then he's trying to turn.
Well, you can see it's not moving very fast here, right here, and then it looks like it speeds up. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying here, right? Why is like you can see the shadow of the car here, and then whap, right? So it's not going like 30 or 40 miles an hour. It's probably going 15, 20 miles an hour, but still, I mean, getting hit by anything at that speed.
Sure.
So I mean, that's obviously terrifying, especially like you think about this. He gets hit. This just passed him here on the right side. This giant truck over here, 18-wheeler. If he gets hit and he gets splattered, brought to the left side, he gets hit by that car. And holy shit, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess the question is, who's in the wrong here? Obviously, he's hit by a car.
All of them. All of them.
Okay. Yeah, like should he be walking in the middle of the street?
Get the heck out of the street, and that car was probably on their cell phone or something. The driver, like, if it wasn't intentional, they obviously should have been paying a lot more attention because he was right there in the street in a bright gear. So yeah, no, this is one of those stories where everyone's a jackass. And I saw chat was saying that cop almost handcuffed him out of muscle memory.
Lord.
It's true.
Well, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, he kind of had his arm behind his back, pointing at the brace, I guess. And the cop was like, oh, this is what I do here.
That's awesome.
Right to remain silent. Sorry, keep going.
But he definitely, I mean, obviously glad he's alive. Glad everybody's alive. Obviously, the biggest damage, it seems like his car. I haven't seen an update on the cars around him and obviously his stuff, but I haven't seen an update on him and if he's okay or not. But this guy is stream HMBLZ. I guess he's called Zay. So, yeah, man. The public reaction is split between criticizing the streamer's risky position in the driving lane and blaming driver inattention or poor road awareness during a chain reaction crash.
Yeah, it almost seems like it. I mean, this is probably stretching, but it almost seems like they were like probably on their phone, then look on the road, freak out. They actually go for the brake, but they hit the acceleration because I'm with you, Craig. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, it appears that it clearly is going faster all of a sudden.
The other thing I'm wondering now is if, like, I don't know how much we can see, but the other car could have been rear-ended. It could have actually been a car behind that car that was having the attention issue. Like, so this guy was also not paying attention, but slams on the brake, starts to slow, and the car behind him can't see what's going on and rams that guy. Chain reaction.
Yeah. Geez. Well, he did post over on Instagram and said, appreciate everyone checking in on me. God is the greatest. I'm good. Just running some tests. He did say that police and others were surprised he survived the impact, noting a back brace helped. So, and he does continue to plan on his faith/charity walk once cleared. So, man, how nuts is that? That is yikes, to say the least. No, thank you.
Stay out of the street going forward.
Yeah. Maybe stick to the sidewalks or walk in the grass or something. I think that's a good idea. But hopefully he learns a little bit of that. So, all right. Epsilon Sama says, I put my hand.
Oh.
I had put my hand inside a woman for free before, so finding money would be a plus.
Mm-hmm. And obviously Street Fighter. Thank you, Epsilon Sama.
How much was that for Street Fighter?
That was a regrettable super chat of 10 for that. Thank you for that. Torger came in with 10, says, Souls game themed Gothic style coffin with an intricate "you died" message inlaid in the lid, and the stupid message like a trying tongue but hole in the middle inside of the lid. Clearly. Thank you for that. That's wonderful. Lunar says, here's a joke for Blabs. Why is it hard for melons to get married?
I saw it.
Because they can't elope.
I like that one. It's good.
Yeah.
$1 for MK. Rudy came in for 2, says that'll teach him for walking. Bike Shorts for 20 says, you're not the only one, Phoenix. Since middle school, I thought I wouldn't be alive past 8th grade after surviving 2 car accidents before then. I still can't believe I'm in my 30s. Put this on my baby mama, Chun-Li. It's $20 for Chun right there, and Street Fighter.
Happy you're still around, my friend.
Absolutely. Hero Sword came in with 5, says, did you see Matt Jarbo try to dunk on Mahler on X only to get absolutely bodied in his response? I vote for Street Fighter because modern MK is lame. That's 5 for Street Fighter. Yes, I did see Matt Jarbo get dunked on by Mahler. I I'm learning so much about this Matt Jarbo character over the last 6 weeks or so. He had about a 3-hour redemption arc, and then it got ruined again. Jefferson came in with 5. Says YouTube doesn't want me to give you the answer to the joke. Starts with an N and ends with an R. You can use your imagination. 5 for MK.
Okay, that tracks.
Dan says I love Street Fighter. I'm pretty good at every game, but Mortal Kombat, because my very first game was actually Mortal Kombat 2 in the arcade cabinet. Mortal Kombat 9 or 10 were fucking awesome. That's 20 for Mortal Kombat. And Mercenary says, yeah, something similar happened to me once. I was slowly walking down to stop for a car in front of me. Then someone who wasn't paying attention slammed into me so hard I rammed into the other car. I have video. Yikes, Mercenary. Yikes. No thanks. A Commodore fan came in with 5. Says, Mahong, y'all. I have a family friend who's a mortician. They once had a man who was buried in his Ford F-150 truck bed with locking cover on family land. All fluids drained and sand in engine block. And Rumble Rant and Android are messed up today. Well, thank you, Commodore fan. Thanks for the heads up on that. And that's what a weird-ass story. All right, you must have really loved his truck. And Rudy came in with 100 bits. Says, the streamer that was hit by a car was in Marion County, Indiana. Also, another vote for Mortal Kombat. That's $1 for Mortal Kombat right there. And Ignatian came in with $2, just asking about World War 11. Apparently that's going to be happening.
Yeah, I missed the other ones in between 2 and 11.
Yes.
They went pretty quickly.
You're right, Phoenix. What's the matter? Is it Christmas?
I've never seen this. I've never seen. I got to cut.
Do we have a tie?
Let's cut to me real quick. $68.99 for Mortal Kombat and $68.99 for Street Fighter, but Xenosaga, sadly, $56. It is currently behind.
Get fucked, Xenosaga. That's right. All right, we have a tie. This is exciting. Wow. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat tied up in today's showdown, and the best franchise ever. Thank you very much for that, Phoenix. Appreciate that. All right, we here on YouTube like to think that we bring you some wonderful, organic, authentic content on a day-to-day basis. But we're also live over on Rumble. We're live on Kick. We're live on Twitch. For this very reason we're about to talk about right here. Because while we love everybody tuning in over on YouTube, it is a dangerous platform as they are making some serious changes. As, yes, Phoenix says, go to Rumble. And I think you're going to see an influx of channels that may or may not already be over there right now, including Drunk 3PO and a bunch of his channels. We're going to talk about this as channels are being demonetized for various reasons, mainly for what's being considered inauthentic content. We saw Drunk 3PO. This happened to Cinevere, friend of the show. It says, my YouTube channel has been demonetized, so now it feels like a good time to tell you about I'm streaming on other platforms. Cinevere reached out and said it was for inauthentic content. Anime Versus, 440,000 subscriber channel. Inauthentic content, right? It says, but here's the funny part. Every video I make takes days. Editing, scripting, pacing, visuals, all done by me. The only thing AI does is voice narration. So let me get this straight. My channel is inauthentic, but ads are still running on it? So it's fake but still profitable? Make this make sense right here. And he also got rejected from his appeal here. We also saw the AI guy. It says one screenshot. YouTube's own dashboard. Same channel within 2 days. 3 days ago, YouTube demonetized my channel for inauthentic content. Mass-produced right here. Spent 3 years working 50 to 70 hours per week building a serialized D&D campaign in an original world right over here. An audience of 12,500 paying supporters across both YouTube and Patreon over here. Now they've all been cut off because of this. And he shows some screenshots here of his channel. You can see all the work that goes into these things. And they're getting demonetized for inauthentic content. So, what exactly does inauthentic content mean from YouTube? Well, we now have an answer as they have responded to Cine here from Team YouTube, which the irony here is that this does look like it's an AI-generated inauthentic answer. It says, thanks for sending this our way. Inauthentic content refers to mass-produced or repetitive content. This includes content that looks like it's made with a template with little or no variation across videos, or content that's easily replicable at scale. We're always here for you if you need anything else. So,
exclamation mark.
Right.
In there for 1 sec. It's crazy because that is how you produce content efficiently. Like they're even hitting people for, I've heard, for the same intros and outros and stuff. That's the whole point of an intro and an outro. This is the formula, and it's been going on long before AI. That's what YouTubers have been doing for decades. You have an intro, you have an outro, you have a format. It's just naturally going to flow too, because it's your own style. So even if you're not trying for a specific format, you're going to fall into it because you're reacting to stuff or creating stuff in the way you do as a creator. It's a personalized format. It's not inauthentic. And the list of inauthentic things is crazy, like reading articles, which is wild because that provides more content than like reacting to a video or something, because anyone can go and watch that video. And if you're reading an article and giving commentary on it, that's going to reach people that the article wouldn't. So the whole thing is crazy. And I do wonder if this is more of the culture war stuff too, because they're hitting a lot of AI people who, as I was talking about earlier, are more right or at least non-left, and they're definitely targeting the AI. And Cine is like the 8th or so person just in the Skybros community that has been hit. So many people are dealing with this of varying sizes. Like people who just got monetized, like people with 1,000 subscribers are being demonetized right after they get monetized. It's a really weird situation, and it's really bad. And I don't get what they're doing, because it's just going to make YouTube a less safe platform for creators.
Well, here's the interesting thing about this is you mentioned the idea of having a format. We have a format here on Side Scrollers. We open the show. Like if you watch our show, we do have variations. We have top fives and stuff that we add. We try to produce, we are who we are on a day-to-day basis. But that doesn't mean that when you watch our live streams, you're not going to see the same intro every day, just like you see on Yellow Flash's channel, on most people's channels.
Literally anything in period.
Right.
This TV show.
The idea of having a format, a repeatable format, like that's literally the formula for success on YouTube. The idea of when you find something that works, you do it again, and you double down, and you triple down, and you quadruple down. I think of a channel that I worked on that was so successful, it overtook a brand. I had Screw Attack. We launched Death Battle. Death Battle became so popular that after I left, it literally took over the Screw Attack channel. It was one format that was so popular that we doubled and tripled down on that. We made spin-offs of Death Battle, but they all had a repeatable formula. So this idea of something that is repeatable being penalized for it is honestly kind of insane. What's also insane is that YouTube in the past, when it comes to inauthentic content or penalize people for AI content, they have actually in the past repeatedly stated that AI content or AI enhanced content is allowed and eligible for monetization right here. On April 26th, they said in response to a creator, "Hi," and this is courtesy of Grok over here. "Hi, using AI to elevate your videos is a great way to create, and channels using these tools remain completely eligible for YouTube Partner Program as long as your overall content flows our standard monetization guidelines and you properly disclose when realistic media is altered or synthetic." I guess that's it. Maybe people aren't posting that they're using AI because that there is a tab perhaps down at the bottom of it that is you're supposed to click a couple days earlier. What's that?
I said, "Oh shit."
Well, maybe that's what it is. I mean, that is something to look at, right? They said, to clarify, creators can use AI to enhance their content, or channels that use AI are eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. Broader context, right? YouTube has actively promoted their own AI tools over here. So we also saw going directly to their support page. What is inauthentic content, right? What is allowed to be monetized? This policy makes sure monetized content allows viewers something appealing and interesting to watch. In other words, if your average viewer can clearly tell that content on your channel differs from video to video, it's fine to monetize. we know many channels create content that follows a similar pattern. What's important is that the substance of each video should be relatively varied. Going back to the quartering, how the fuck is he still monetized if this is a thing, right? By the way, examples of what's allowed to be monetized: same intro and outro for your videos, but the bulk of your content is different. Similar content, where each of your videos talk specifically about different about the qualities of a subject you're featuring. Short clips or similar objects edited together to explain how they're connected. Right? Content that violates the guideline. Okay, let's see if any of these creators have done that. Content that uses that exclusively features reading of other materials you did not originally create, like text from websites or news feeds. That's interesting here. But what if you're reacting to it? If you're just reading it, okay, that's fine. But if you're reacting to it,
yeah, and how does it know the difference too? Like that's part of the problem is they've just let this AI moderation off the chain, and it's not smart enough to know what the heck is going on. So it is hitting people that shouldn't be hit.
Right. Songs modified to change the pitch or speed. Similar repetitive content with low educational value, commentary or narratives, or minimal variation. Okay, this is where things are very gray. Who decides what is low educational value? What is commentary or narratives? Who decides those things? Right? What is repetitive content? What is a repetitive narrative? Mass-produced content using similar template across multiple videos. Image slideshows or scrolling text with minimal or no narrative, commentary, or educational value. Reused content. So, I mean, this is, man. I mean, if you are a reactionary channel or reacting to any sort of content, whether it's news, videos, whatever, I mean, hell, man, we may be flagged. You know, we may be flagged for this, despite being a totally original show on a day-to-day basis, which is a great opportunity to remind you guys. Side Scrollers Plus, use that promo code 50 off. You can support us throughout the entire year. All the money goes to us, and YouTube doesn't take any cuts over at Side Scrollers Plus, and you get access to the entire Rumble Premium catalog of shows as well. So consider checking us out over there. Okay, my honest thoughts on this. We have seen shows and channels that have been remonetized after this. Some have not. But we have seen YouTube backtrack that. I think this will be a blip on the radar, a very inconvenient blip on the radar for a lot of creators. And I do think that we probably will see this happen. And if that happens to us, man, that's fucking insane, right? We will still continue to have the show over on YouTube, or at least, if it does happen. But I mean, I don't really know what to say outside of, I hope this is a blip on the radar. I hope this is just this stuff learning. But I also want to continuously say, don't put your eggs in the YouTube basket. You cannot put all of them there, right? YouTube is a great platform for promoting somewhere else, whether it's Rumble, whether it's Kick, whether it's Twitch. Those platforms allow for much more creativity and leniency, specifically Rumble, Kick. So I encourage you guys to go find those creators and support them over there. Much better than over here on YouTube.
I just have a quick question. Is there any means for creators to potentially sue YouTube for this? Because when you're knocking people's potentially livelihood off, and it's thanks to, I imagine this is probably an AI system that's going through things. Has anyone ever attempted that, or is there so much shit that you're signing on to when you do YouTube that there's no case?
Yeah, the terms of service, I would not want to go against Google's lawyers ever. Mm-hmm. But I do think that there could be eventually a situation, because as I read in that, this is very vague. This is vague, and there's some gray in here for a reason, right? What is low educational value? Once again, who determines what is low educational value? Who determines what is low value commentary or narratives or minimal, this is all very vague stuff. What is mass produced? If you're producing, if you're a news channel like Flash and you do 3 videos a day, is that mass produced content? And so you create it's funny because ideally what you want to create is some sort of machine, if you will, a content creation machine. We have a way we do things on Side Scrollers, right? We have a format that we follow. We have a good idea of that's how you get in a rhythm of things. And there are a lot of creators who have editors, and there's a workflow associated. And that's essentially what you're creating. Is that considered mass produced because you have a workflow in place? I don't know. I don't know. Keen, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, I wonder how it plays into Section 230 too, because that's obviously judgment being made there about the low effort content and this and that. Like that is making a decision. So how can they still claim to be a platform and not a publisher if they're making such broad, sweeping moderation judgments?
Man, that's a great question. And I'll tell you this, when Section 230 gets passed or gets revoked, or what, I mean, you got to remember Section 230 was passed in like 1994 or 5 or something, when the internet was not anywhere near what the internet is today. But we have definitely seen people and platforms abuse Section 230 and the rules around it. That'll be a very interesting day on the internet when that gets adjusted, which I don't know if it ever is going to be, if I'm being totally honest with you. Because I just don't think the social media companies with their billions will ever let that happen. So
yeah, and plus whatever comes after will probably be worse anyway, because the government always finds some way to mess things up even worse once they get involved. So just leave us alone. Leave us alone.
Keen, I knew I'd like you. I knew I'd like you. A great way, this is a great opportunity to remind you guys once again, we are live over at Rumble. So please hit the follow button over there and join us. We'd really appreciate that. Rumble.com/sidescrollers. And of course, all of our friends over on Kick, and even you, our friends over on Twitch. I say that like it's derogatory. It's not. We appreciate anybody and everybody tuning in.
It was. He was shitting on Twitch in the pre-show. It was brutal. I was like, dude, those are
fuck
your
you
own
guys.
people. Don't do that.
Yeah. Fuck all you Twitch viewers. Fuck all you. No, seriously, you guys are great. All right, let's go ahead and move on. But before we do, Mercenary came in, says, also, the road had no sidewalk, so he was stuck in the slow lane. There's barely any shoulder for him to go on. 2 for Xenosaga. Thank you for that. Play Xenosaga came in with 2 more for Xenosaga. We must not lose this. Thank you, Xenosaga. Kura says, let Keen pick where this goes. Non-Kura, non-Nai-Sai. Thank you, Kura, for your making me butcher that. That's $20 for...
Man, there's so many good options here. Infinite options. I could pick any game. Any game. No, Mortal Kombat.
All right, let's go. Oh, that's going to break things up.
I'll
All right.
play it straight.
All right. Canna Dave going on the wall with $50. By the way, great. Look at this. Did you see this, Keen? Look at you.
That's glorious.
Thank you to DB Wild for that. It says,
Thank you.
Who was the world's best boxer? Jim Jones. 900 plus knockouts with a single punch. $50 for Xenosaga.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, Canna Dave. We also have Mercenary says, I was driving, not walking, but I'd witnessed a pedestrian on a bike get run over. $1 for Xenosaga. JL Wing came with $4.99, says, clearly Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are going to be a best 2 of 3. Put my 5 on Mortal Kombat. Fatality. And Discreet came in with 5 more. Says, there are cemeteries in Mexico that cartel people have really elaborate graves. Even their vehicles are buried there. Jesus. Okay. By the way, I love going to... quick side note. Anybody else like really enjoy cemeteries?
Whoops. Are you okay? You did. You were going to talk about how much you love going to cemeteries.
I do. Like, I love going to cemeteries. I think cemeteries are fascinating. Is that a bad thing? We said, whoops. What?
No, it's just it's a weird thing. It's like to spend your time at the cemetery.
I'm just saying, but like I was talking about a dinosaur being hit by lightning yesterday, and you tried rubbing it in my face, talking about how your friend died. But here you are saying how much you love going to cemeteries, man.
Especially the kids section.
Yeah, what the hell? There's something wrong with you, dude.
Blabs, are you saying that there's problems with me wanting to visit my dead friend in the cemetery?
Absolutely.
It's really fucked up of you, Blabs.
Yeah.
Unapologetic, too.
Unbelievable, Blabs. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Rest in peace, Spencer. Rest in peace, buddy.
Sorry for
And rest in
Blabs.
peace to the animatronic, that 60-ton dinosaur one that lit on fire.
Yeah, more importantly, yeah, the dinosaur.
Dear
He didn't
Lord,
even have a chance to explore the world.
dear Lord, please forgive Blabs and her sacrilegious hatred for my friend Spencer. Spencer, I'm sorry for Blabs. I'm sorry that your life was ended so shortly. I know you'd appreciate me praying to you live on the show while Blabs is sinking slower and slower into the depths of hell and despair.
So anyway, this Cabela's pocket knife is green.
Okay. In your name we pray.
I wonder if the light still works. Oh, it does! Hey, look!
Amen. Oh, that's great.
Blab, Spencer wasn't even black. I mean, I don't even, that hatred towards him, I don't even understand what you were doing there. You
I need to grease this one. He's a bit tough to open.
Love you, Spence. Badger Actual Labs came in with $20. Says it's not AI, it's the programming of the AI by Team YouTube. Same one that swatted me in 24 with false reports to FBI. They programmed their leftist bias into the AI and used the excuse of it's just the algorithm. Thank you, Badger. $20. Overmod says.
I was just going to say, I saw a article going around right before we got on, so I didn't have time to read it, but it was from back in 2018, I think. But SPLC, everyone's favorite hate group, actually works with YouTube on demonetization, or on the moderation, or they did. But yeah, SPLC is or was linked in with YouTube too.
Yes, that's interesting to say the least. Also interesting, Hayden Wayne with a $50 super chat. Arrs, his funny YouTube algorithm wants you to have a consistent intro. Keep your videos and channel within a similar topic. And the YouTube AI, oh, lol, no. And YouTube says, we did nothing wrong. It's you, not our AI. Lol. Yes, thank you so much, Hayden. It definitely seems to be some contradictory messaging happening right here between YouTube AI and YouTube people over here. That's ridiculous. Also ridiculous, the Holy Ball came in with $100. Says, ahoy, Captain! Dropping Cinevere is the straw for me. No more views from outside the official state-approved sources now. Is Kirsha next? Who defines low value? Sounds small hat to me. $100 for Xenosaga right there from the Holy Ball.
You're ruining Phoenix's day.
See him slowly powering down. Holy Ball, thank you so much. I'm going to get you on the wall, get Hayden on the wall. What a great start to the show today. As well, I guess we're not really starting. We're making our way through. Phoenix, let's get a quick update before we move on to our next story, please.
Sure. Here we go. It is currently $93.98 for Mortal Kombat, $68.99 for Street Fighter. Wait for it. Xenosaga at $211.
Wow. All right. I would like to remind everybody that Xenosaga is not actually competing today. It is just Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. And despite the funds, Xenosaga will not advance today, regardless of how much you want Xenosaga to advance.
Xenosaga comes in at the end to challenge the winner, just like PC versus Game Boy. That's what's going to happen.
You're ruining the bit. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
I mean, it was there. It was there.
This May on the It Bay.
That's right. All right. We'll say
2 and 2 together. I'm a VTuber, but I can put 2 and 2 together. My math as a VTuber might not be much beyond that, but I can put 2 and 2 together.
Well, this is we'll see. We'll see what happens.
May I interject for just 1 minute? I have like a
fast
30-second update. So the whole PlayStation
please
thing.
Please don't mention fasting to me right now.
I'm sorry. Speedy update.
Yesterday quick like lightning, right? Quick like lightning.
Exactly. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yesterday we talked a little bit about PlayStation and the DRM issue, but now it turns out that may actually not be true. I really wish that PlayStation would come out with a message and actually just sort this out. Hey, PR team, you should probably make a statement. So I don't know what to believe anymore, but at the moment now that it seems like there could be evidence that this is not a real thing. It's actually more, I don't even explain it. On my X account, I put the article, but we have to wait and see. PlayStation, if you're out there, please make a statement already.
All right. We will, we'll take a look at that tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to make that little update. I do.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and move on and take a look at this. This was insane to me. All right. Asmongold and Caleb Hammer in the same place on the All Craft podcast. They're talking about money, obviously. That's Caleb Hammer's literal source. You know, he talks about money for a living, right? He's talking to Asmongold about how much money he makes. This is insane to me. Let's pay attention to, so much here.
I'll tell you how much you can spend.
Okay.
Okay. How much do you make? You just had tax issues, right? So you probably know how much you make.
That was a know how much I owed. I owed over $4 million.
Okay.
So remember that 400K? He did say that was like 1/10 of what he owed. So he owed $4 million of taxes. Let's continue.
Hate the government and taxation is theft.
Yes, Pirate said it best. Yes.
Okay, so $4 million. Was that after estimated taxes? Was that the back pay?
No, that was my estimated taxes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so $4 million. So you probably make after taxes. What is that?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know what the answer is. I got a 1099 and it was like millions of dollars. I don't even know where it came from.
You probably have $6 to $8 million left after.
Pay attention to Asmon's response here.
The taxes.
More than that, probably a lot more than that.
Really? Well, how are you only paying $4?
Well, I mean, like, I think it's probably like just not that much more, but like,
okay,
more.
Spend $2 million a year.
$2 million.
Spend
okay.
Spend $2 million a year.
$2 million
$2 million a year.
Oh my god!
Why didn't you dine your boy? Take him on a yacht.
$2 million. What the fuck would I do with $2 million a year?
I don't know.
Okay. My takeaway there is I just can't get over, like, I kind of broke halfway through that. So, like, as I was saying, taxation is theft, but like when you hear those numbers, it's like, wow. So I guess when you make, because of the progressive tax system, the more you make, the more they tax. So if you make $8 million, they want 4 of it? Like, they're taking half your money.
Yeah.
What exactly have they done for you that warrants them taking $4 million from you in a single year? I'm legitimately pissed off. I'm gonna glow. How do you guys feel about federal buildings?
Oh, okay. Is that the idea of that much money going away? And I think the idea. Okay, let's break this down. I always like to play the calculator game. Let me pull up a calculator real fast because it was suggested that he spend $2 million a year. Okay, based off of that. So let's just for fun play the how much should he spend? So we have $2 million. Right, that's $200,000. $2 million. That means he would need to spend on a day-to-day basis almost $5,500 just to do this. Let's do it divided by hour here. So every hour he has to spend $228. That is what he has to spend just based off Caleb Hammer's response. Now, he said, "Hey, what am I going to do with $2 million?" Because look, his response, it makes him likable, as Chrissy says over here. It says the way Asmongold reacts to having to spend that much money a year, it makes him even more likable over here, right?
I wouldn't know what to do with that. Yeah.
Well, George actually does. George, friend of the show, been on the show several times, has a great suggestion for Asmongold. What do I do with $2 million? Dude, if modern games, comics, movies, etc. suck so much, and they do, find talented people and pay them to make stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. We have talented creators working at Walmart. Meanwhile, our millionaires sitting there doing it with their money, doing nothing like I'm crazy. I agree with George. I agree. You know, when it comes to, if you have that much money and you like, what am I going to do with it? Spend it on people. You know, and
invest in culture.
Yes, absolutely. I think there's a huge aspect to that I think George definitely hits. Now, I don't think any of us can fathom the idea of $2 million. A $2 million, just having
shopping
to spend
spree.
that.
But see, I'm confused. Right. I please pardon my ignorance here. But the problem is then doesn't then that may have the opportunity to generate money. Isn't the idea is to dump the money as like a loss almost, correct? Like a business expense. If you invest in something, then it generates, and then you're back to square one again. Am I right?
Yes.
Where the Ferraris come in.
You know what he needs to invest in? A new accountant. A bunch of accountants. A bunch of accountants.
Too.
Yes. That's crazy, man.
I'm sorry. Can we just pull up his video, please? Like, this just threw me completely. Like, pull it back up, show his face. Holy shit, we have to talk about it. Come on, dude. Pull
Asmongold's face?
Yeah, just pull it back up. Oh my god. And have it zoom in on him.
Okay, how much?
Which when at the end here or when?
Yeah. There. Pause. What the fuck? Can't this guy get a hair comb or a brush or something? Shit, dude. It was bothering me like crazy. Like, just brush your hair, get some shampoo, conditioner. Like, does this guy like not shower? Does he reek? Ugh.
No, I bet he. Look, here's the thing. Asmongold
is power.
Yeah, Asmongold is exactly who he wants to be. Right? Think about that.
Stinky man.
I don't think he's stinky. I just think he has stringy hair, right? Now, how much money would it take for you guys to be the version of you that you want to be? And I know that's a kind of a odd question. I mean that is that like at a certain point, you just don't have to worry about finances, right? Where you go, I don't know how much money I'm making, and I don't really care how much money I'm making because it doesn't really matter. Now, Phoenix, I'm guessing for you, that is literally $0, right? Because you're going to be
it's pretty low. Yeah, like I'm very, very happy with a Mead notebook and a pen, and if I'm homeless, so be it. Like I'm very happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Blabs, what about you? What is your number where you're like, I did it?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it because I've never thought about it before. So I can't give you a number.
Okay, all right.
I mean, in a perfect world, if I'm going to play this, I'd probably say like it would definitely be, but I'm going to go the other way. In a perfect world, it'd be millions because then I could live in some small little place, but I can keep producing stuff. Like it would give me the money to actually really make some stuff. So it would be probably that. Let's say 5 million a year. So I went from a fucking homeless like 5.
Yeah. I was going to say 5 million, so you're comfortable and you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Pretty fucking comfortable.
Once again, I like Phoenix's answer, because the more money you have, the more you can do with it, obviously. But for my own personal stuff, I'd like enough to like have my own property, like a little cabin in the woods or something like that. But after the setup, it's very low. So I want property, but other than that, I also am totally fine with living humbly. I just want to be left alone, and I don't need to spend $280 an hour or whatever Asmon needs to spend. That's way outside that. So I don't need a whole lot of money. Love property at some point, but other than that, I just want enough to get by with the basics. I don't need fancy shit.
Well, good for Asmongold. Great for Asmongold. I mean, my God, what a great situation to be in where you can just say, I really have no idea. And, honestly, I don't really care. Love it. So good for him. And anybody who's making that money.
Sure.
Yeah, it's great stuff. All right. Speaking of money, guess what? That's a great tradition to let everybody know that today's episode is brought Wallet. Now, what does Rumble Wallet do? You've heard me talk about this extensively, and I would love to share with you a little bit more. When you super chat over on YouTube, 30% of your money goes directly to YouTube.
When you subscribe over on Twitch, 50% of your money goes directly to Twitch. Why? Why support those platforms? 0% of your money when supported on Rumble Wallet goes to Rumble. It goes directly to the creator. 100%. That is a massive W from a creator standpoint.
Sorry to interrupt. Chat is saying YouTube is down.
Yeah, stream broke.
YouTube is down?
Yes.
Everything's down.
What do you mean everything
Rumble's down? Rumble says it's back.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was on my end. You froze briefly, and then I guess everything went down. So you had a connection issue there.
Well,
yeah, you're back now, I think.
Okay. Well, that is a really great opportunity to
start over. Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. Okay. Are we back on YouTube?
You're back on YouTube. You're back on Rumble.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll see kind of what happens. Okay. So with that said, glad to be back. Further reason why Rumble Wallet is ideal for you to check out. Once again, because we cannot rely on these platforms. We must rely on ourselves. So head over to wallet.rumble.com and download it, or use the QR code on your screen to get in and go get it, man. We'd really appreciate it if you guys did. Sorry for that brief interruption, but thanks to Rumble Wallet for supporting the show. We really appreciate that. Thanks, guys. All right. That's interesting, to say the least. Hopefully we are back and ready to go. I think we are. Yes?
I think you are out of sync, though.
Out of sync, huh?
That's what chat was saying, and I can't do both while at the same time, but I did bring up stream, and you might be out of sync.
No, they're saying you're fine on Rumble.
Okay. Well, appreciate you guys. Thanks for your patience on that. That's very interesting, to say the least. Okay, let's go ahead and move on, and I want to take a look at this really fast. This is should be a quick video here. Nick Fuentes, one of the more controversial creators. You can find him on Rumble. He's been on Kick and YouTube, but he's been banned everywhere else. He is a firestorm of controversy. He's developed a very strong following and a bunch of haters as well, to the point to where he has been doxxed multiple times. And there was video of a woman who tried to enter his home after he was doxxed. Did you hear about this, Phoenix?
There's been, I think, a few times that this has happened. So I'm not aware of this recent time, if I'm right.
Yeah, I was going to say there's also that murderer that showed up to his house. That was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen the woman that you're talking about.
Well, he was charged with I guess this isn't a woman. It actually looks like a guy. But he was charged with battery from this instance. And this is the first time we've seen footage of this right here. As you can see.
Hi. Oh my God.
What it's a woman.
Oh my God.
Okay, probably illegal, but I don't hate it.
No. The battery charges have been dropped in this situation.
Say what you want about Fuentes, but yeah, based. Like, I'm glad. That's obnoxious. Don't show up to people's houses.
Let's watch this again really quick. By the way, illegal to park in front of a fire.
I like how that person also hid in the car the entire time, and even then when this person got, shoved and thrown onto the floor, still didn't come out for their own safety.
I'm surprised they didn't drive away. I love seeing that one. There's like the getaway driver and they get away. It's just like, whoop, something's going on. I'm off. See ya. Good luck, buddy.
Let's see this one more time.
Hi. Oh my God. What are you doing?
Oh my God. Hi. What did he grab? What did he grab right there on
her phone? I think he grabs her phone, because if this is the same incident, there's like footage of her phone on the floor inside his house. I don't know why he grabs her phone, but I think that's what he's doing.
Can I just be really honest? Who hasn't wanted to do this? like just as somebody who shows up, you have a no soliciting sign in front of your front door. Somebody shows up, wants to sell you a fence or sell you some pool repair or something, and you just come and mace them, throw it in the face, and then just give it I mean, the execution here, pretty flawless. Just being honest, it's pretty good. And the fact that she fell down the stairs, yes, but he has since been well, released of all battery charges and dismissed of those. So I don't know. Phoenix, thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know what the context. I don't know what this person was doing. Obviously, it's pretty clear she's probably harassing him constantly. So I don't know. But hey, if legally it's dismissed, well, it's dismissed. It seems a little harsh to me, but I don't know. I have no context in it.
This was
he should be given a medal for that.
Naturally, we have people who are like, this is violence against women. It's like,
yeah, and
you're right. At this point, you guys are celebrating a girl getting her phone snatched and then beaten in the middle of the street. I wouldn't say she's been beaten in the middle of the street.
I think that also like insults women who actually have been beaten, because like that's
I agree.
You're making light of other people who've been actually abused.
Y'all really find joy in women getting hurt and wonder why you're done. Why we're done with you? Okay, all right, over here. It's wrong, but not surprised you got away with it. Violence on women is never the answer. Like, are you serious? Like, are we doing this? I guess here's his apology letter he wrote. This is from 2024. I guess this happened previously. He says, I'm writing to apologize for my behavior during our interaction at my residence on November 10th, 2024. This is 18 months ago now. This is the first time I've seen this here.
I mean, he just posted that letter. It says apparently February 26, 2026.
Oh, okay.
It's regarding because that video took place in 2024.
Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting.
I overreacted to your uninvited presence at my front door that day. Let's go.
That's pretty good. I apologize for any physical or emotional harm I caused you during our encounter at my residence. I acknowledge that I did not handle your uninvited presence at my residence appropriately. I'm sorry for this episode and difficulty it may have brought you right there. Why push her when you can simply walk up to her, talk some sense? Okay. Listen, you're going to talk some sense into her? Okay, people like that are the problem because put this in perspective.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, let me put this in perspective. This lady went out of her way to find his address, then get the courage to drive there with the purpose of instigating. And you think that Nick Fuentes or anybody is going to stop down and talk some sense into them? Are you serious? What are we doing? Of course not.
And this is the group of people who say that you can punch Nazis and everyone is a Nazi and stuff like that. So it's it's not consistent. It's one way or the other. We have to talk to them. Like, our words are violence. Their violence is just words. They're expressing themselves. We saw that with the social violence from Hasan, the Luigi Mangione, all this. Like, all that is completely fine. You can harm right wingers. You can harm non-leftists. You can harm rich people, you can harm whatever, all that's fine. You can harm people, you can harm transphobes, of course, you can harm sexists, like all that's fine. But if someone shows up at your door with that mindset that you're a Nazi and you're harmful to society, you have to talk it out with them. You can't be like, get the hell off my property and shove them around a little bit for good measure because it's fun.
Well, that's interesting to see that everything has been dropped from him. And I think, we talk about the body cams and cameras being around. Like, well, I think we can definitely be critical of the idea of everybody having a camera, from a social aspect. But I'll tell you what, from an innocent until proven guilty standpoint, they have definitely come in handy on certain situations. So that's good.
Yeah, he should have told her to calm down. That always helps.
Yeah, that always helps. You say, hey, relax, calm down there.
Especially to women. They do love that when you tell them that.
Oh, man, do they love it. Absolutely. All right. Blabs, let's get some supers real quick. It's apparently we're out of sync with our audio and video. Like I said, I don't know if there's anything we can do about that right now for this show, so we're going to just kind of roll with this. Appreciate you guys rolling with it. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button if we're out of sync. And subscribe if you're a big fan of Out of Sync podcast. But Blaz, let's get a few supers here before we get to our final story.
Okie dokie. Overmod for 2 says the crazy thing is Cine took like 5 hours to review a 15-minute clip. Xenosaga, that's 2 for Xenosaga. Mercenary for 1 says Xenosaga, looks like the blue car was a pace car protecting him. I just sent a link on X to you. A white car rammed into the blue car. Thank you.
Ah, that makes more sense.
So it's like a double.
But that's also more obnoxious. So not only was he in the road, but he had a car following him, also slow and blocking traffic. Too. That guy deserved to get rammed. All right, it's all good.
Anyway, you heard it here first, folks. Epsilon Zama for 5 says the reason is because Google doesn't want YouTube filled with AI slop, which sucks for training an AI model. Repetitive content is flagged as AI slop. Double AJ for 5 says it sounds not specific than Twitch terms and service. It's still vague and it sounds very subjective. Joe for 5 says this one is for Street Fighter. 5 for Street Fighter. Blast for 2 says can't stay long. Just want to say yay, Keen. Super Clank 10 says this is why I watch certain creators on Pepperbox. 0 censorship. Phoenix can decide where this goes. That's 10 for your decision.
Going to Street Fighter. Thank you.
Oh, not Xenosaga?
I know it's a shock, but no, I'm going to move to Street Fighter.
All right.
Data Radio for 5 says, here is my vote for Sid Meier's Pirates, the best pirate game when the showdown of pirate games happens. Don't put it in the suggestion box. RJ for 10 says, I see things every day that 100% written, spoke, and animated using AI. I think it's just another way to censor content they don't agree with. Put this on Mortal Kombat. That's 10 for MK. Marmlin for 20 says, I heard Xenosaga. So 20 for Xenosaga. Xenosaga, play Xenosaga comes in for 2 and says, Advanced Xenosaga, you bent the rules before. Verbose for 10 says, there is no place more peaceful than a cemetery. I love reading the dates and wondering what they saw in the history they lived. Oldest headstone I found was 1832 in the woods in Kansas. Xenosaga. Yeah, I've seen some 1800s headstones before.
We have 1808.
Xenosaga was for 2. And then there was $10 for Xenosaga. Saint for 1 says the Sony support call was an AI operator. It searched all the articles about the DRMS. Bullshit. Street Fighter for 1. Gold Soul Ninja for 20 says I must refrain from dropping my shekels in the side-scroller box for personal reasons, but FK PS5 for acting like the Nintendo with this update. Super unnecessary L. Also, Mortal Kombat wins. Get over here. That's 20 for Mortal Kombat. Bike Short Senpai for 5 says, I need 2 million to be the best version of myself, and Asma needs to get rid of 2 million. Maybe we can work something out.
Hey, there you go. Nice.
Kennedy for 15 says, George is right. Neo-patronage has been a thing in the indie fiction industry for a while now. David V. Stewart and Brian Nehmeyer have talked about this well over a decade now. Xenosaga again, because a single Xenosaga win coincides with me being Canadian. It's never a war crime the first time. So that's 15 for Xenosaga. Thank you. Nor for 10 says, having that much money and still being your authentic self is base. Street Fighter, because I'm old. That's 10 for Street Fighter. Danny for 1 says, the impressionist painters have come for you. Share photo. Oh, that's me sharing photo. Making a note to share photo. Okay. Here it is.
She's one of one, folks.
Anyway, that's
pretty good.
It looks like when you were frozen. Share photo. Whoopsies. Okay, don't mind me. And then Anthony Pretend says, YouTube trying to monetize you. Put this in the best fighting game, Xenosaga. That's 10 for Xenosaga. And I think we're caught up for now.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this this last little clip that we saw. This courtesy of ShoeOnHead. Phoenix, I bet you're
Shoe.
Yeah? She's been around for probably a decade or so. She was generally thought to be left-leaning, I would say. Still is, yes. Yeah. But she obviously, anytime you say anything that goes out of lockstep with super left-leaning people, you're immediately labeled far right.
Yeah, no, she's like left socialist, but the great thing about her is that she really reminds me of kind of like what the old left used to be, which was, you could have conversations with them. It was more about where taxes should go as opposed to you're all Nazis.
Right. Well, this goes back to she was talking about the Pragmata situation and that game, and really the response that it had from some creators like Hasan Piker. And man, did she go off on him. Take a look at this.
You mean the human desire to procreate and start a family? Oh, you want to meet a woman and settle down and have a family? Maybe have a house, 2 dogs? You sick f***. We've reached radioactive levels of incel propaganda. What the f*** does incel mean anymore? I feel like I ask this in every single video. This tweet got thousands of likes. I feel like I am going insane. Where does the incel part come from? Like, they want men to be open about their emotions, and then men are open about their emotions, and then they're just called Nazis or incels or both. Usually both. It's usually a package deal. And this...
Once again, you can't have it both ways. You can have kids and you're still an incel. You cannot have kids and you're an incel, right? Everybody's an incel. It means incelibate, right? Involuntary celibate, right? That's the idea of you don't want to have sex. Well, what the fuck? These words are thrown around and they mean nothing. Like, add incel to the list. Spectacular.
Tweet came from a man to make things worse. A grown-ass man saw another grown-ass man speaking about the normal human desire to want a family and want children one day, and called him an incel. Cockroach behavior.
In any case, what is this? Capcom's Pragmata.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Now, we've seen this before. I'm going to skip ahead to Shoe's response to this because he does talk it. Well, we'll just finish up. Remember what he said.
Sex with a woman. Why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right?
You stupid gamer guys.
This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. This is the dude the media wants us to believe is going to save young men from the alt-right pipeline. Yeah, okay. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Something weird about a man.
Talk about going to a brothel. She just slowly undresses him here. Like, line by line. This is what Shoe does exceptionally well, is points out the hypocrisy.
You don't fuck with Shoe, yeah.
No, she takes her time. She takes her time, and when she delivers, it is a kill shot.
Go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Something weird about a man who could easily consensually get sex from a woman but chooses to go to a brothel. I don't know. Just saying. Also, 35? No kids? Like, I'm sorry, that just pisses me off. Like, sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept. Like, literally, no joke, the entire meaning of life is somehow confusing to Hasan Piker.
Yeah. The idea of all people want at its core, we're just here to continue on the human race, right? Like, that's really all we're doing, and that is seen as problematic now to Piker, to followers of his. And this goes back to your thoughts here, Phoenix. Apparently, Hasan Piker and his followers are just all giant waterheads. So. Keen, your thoughts on what you just witnessed, the ultimate dress down of Piker?
Oh, I have so many thoughts. Firstly, the only two things of value that Hasan brings to the table are a target for dunking on him like Shoe did, and then his resulting crash outs. Like, his crash outs are entertaining. He's a very boring content producer, in my opinion. Like, I don't get the appeal. Even if you're a leftist, he's just not entertaining, in my opinion. But holy shit, it's fun to hear him whine And then to the topic itself, I have what I think is a pretty base take that I have not heard as many people saying. Like, a lot of people have been saying that the Hasan is resentful and actually wants children, and it's projection. I don't think that's it. I think, we've seen that the left ideologically is much more cohesive than the right. The right has more, you've seen the graphs and everything. So the right has more ideological diversity than the left. The left has to, because of the purity spirals, has to subscribe to every single leftist ideology. It's the intersectionality, similar to the feminism. You can't just be a feminist. You also have to be an anti-racist, pro-trans, all that. And it's the exact same thing here, where he literally has to take the antinatalist perspective because the leftists are into the antinatalism. Like, he can't do anything else. And in my opinion, he's a grifter. He says what gets him attention. He says what keeps him in good graces with his people. So it's not about projection. It's about like anti-human, anti-civilizational nonsense. It all comes back to the communist gobbledygook, of course. And the other thing here is that him talking about, like, you shouldn't aspire to have children. The whole idea of aspiring to be something greater than yourself is at its core anti-communist as well. So that goes against the far left communist ideology, because if you're working to improve yourself, you're saying you can be better than where you are, and that's unequal. That's, again, anti-communist to try to improve yourself, because then there will be inequality.
Phoenix?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would ever add to it is I still, and Keen, maybe you've got an answer for this. I am still leaning towards that this is all a grift, that I would not be shocked if he was right wing, he was a capitalist, and he knew just how to talk to these shitbirds. Like that, because if you look at his past when he was doing the dating bullshit, it's just take whatever works and then run with it. The way he talks to me seems more like a capitalist than the opposite of that.
I will say, I don't know if he's right wing, but yeah, I agree that like I said, he's grifting. He cares about his name. He'll say what he thinks gets him attention there. And yes, he is a massive capitalist, obviously. And that's my other dunk on communism is, I think part of the reason it is so popular is if you actually pay attention to how communists behave, like self-described communists, they are the worst, most toxic brand of capitalist imaginable, which is why they think you need communism to begin with, is because they project and think everyone is like them and everyone's going to be screwing each other over. Meanwhile, most of us normal men here, there you go, side scrollers, but yeah, most of us normal men aren't going to be screwing each other over. We actually have integrity and honor. We're not going to screw someone over, even if we could make money off that. That's why we're like, no, communism is stupid. Let everyone do their own thing. But then you have these greedy fucking communists being like, no, we need to protect people from us while they're millionaires. Make it make sense.
Going back to the story about Asmon and his, about Asmon and the amount of money that he made this year. How much money do you think that Piker's made this year? If they're both around the same viewership. Right, I know one's on Twitch, the other one is kind of all over the place. I know he's on Asmongold's on Twitch and on Kick, whereas I don't think Hasan Piker's on Kick. But you got to think that Piker's nearing the amount of revenue that Asmongold is making, right? So I just he should have no problem turning over all that money that he makes as a champagne socialist, right? He should be able to turn it for the greater good. Right, for the people, and not buy $600 fucking shirts. My God, that's just insane.
He needs to stay with enough shot callers and prostitutes, though.
Yeah,
they don't go together, probably, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's but maybe with his maybe he does have that weird kink of just shot callers on prostitutes. I don't know. Not going to speculate. All right, let's go ahead and move on real quick. Let's get a couple supers, and then let's get an update on where we're at. And then we're going to go to today in video game history. And then, now go ahead, Blabs.
Okie dokies. Do what David does for 2 says Neo Geo returns in November 2nd. 2 for Street Fighter.
Hell yes.
Chief Corey for 2 says Shoe's husband is right-leaning. Grimdog doesn't have a message, but sent 5 British pounds. Oh. And then Retromeister for 10 says, Morinol, I find it interesting men who want to be role models or father figures are called predators, while real predators are teaching kids mature content in schools or libraries. OG Mortal Kombat. That's 10 for Mortal Kombat. We're caught up for now.
Wow. Thank you for that. All right, Phoenix, let's get a quick update on where we're at.
Here we go. It is $133.98 for Mortal Kombat, $96.99 for Street Fighter. Wait for it. Xenosaga at $272, so that's in the league. But in last place, Sid Meier's Pirates for $2.
All right, Phoenix, let's go.
Here's how we can still win.
Let's go put 5 minutes on the clock, Phoenix, if you wouldn't mind, and we'll have a countdown. There it is. Go start it up here. Once that expires, we will be done counting for the day. All you Street Fighter fans, you better get on it. It's not counting down. Blast Cap Badger came in with $10. Says, back to share. I'm starting a that's right. Back to share. I am starting a security company to become a shield against leftist terrorism for everyone that is a normal human. Link on the channel. The channel is Blast Cap Badger. He's retired. Not retarded. Captain Veteran out. God bless all.
Remember when you called a retired military guy retarded?
Not on purpose.
That was good.
That's right. The retarded Blast Cap Badger over there. Yes, retired captain. Thank you, combat veteran. Thank you very much. Blast Cap Badger. If you're interested in that, you can find his channel and learn more about that security company he's starting. This is an interesting story we'll talk about tomorrow. Interesting. Put a little bookmark on that. Let's go. All right, Blabs.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
I like orange.
She sure does. All right, Blabs, what do we got today?
Look at this one, huh?
Anyway.
April 29th, everyone. We have Vanguard Bandits released
Thank God.
We have Grand Theft Auto IV released in 2008. And then you guys are talking about sports. So look, a sports game. Nintendo Switch Sports released back in 2022. Ta-da!
What is Vanguard? What the fuck is Vanguard?
That's a great question, Phoenix. And when you see one of the games that's on the list, you will want to yeet Blabs into the sun.
Breath of the Wild.
No. We'll start up here. I've never even heard of River City Girls Zero before. Never heard of this before.
I prefer the Ocean City Girls Zero.
Okay. Good call. All right. Let's just scroll. Phoenix, I'm just going to scroll down. You tell me when to stop.
Oh, okay. Pikmin 2. That's a biggie.
Yeah, that's kind of a big one right there. That's right.
Big one.
Listen to her giggle. You heard giggling? Do you hear her giggling?
I sure did.
That's right. GTA 4.
That says IV.
Sure does, Blabs. Sure does. Let's see. Free Realms, WarioWare, DIY, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker for the PSP.
Child of Light. A lot of people like Child of
And maybe
Light.
that's not what the coffins are for.
Good point. Wow, I'm proud of you for not putting Jurassic World the game on there.
It was an iOS.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Had it been for Samsung, had been.
Yes. Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh no! So.
Oh my!
I'm convinced you're just a giant fucking asshole. I'm convinced of that. Like honestly, just what an asshole you are.
No.
All right, we have Final R-Type 2. That's
look at that Nintendo
fun.
Switch Sports, huh?
Asian, the Rat Project. Okay.
All right, I fucking quit. It's ridiculous.
A+.
What? Yes, chat. Let us know what you give Blabs as far as a ranking goes, as far as how she did today. Please let us know.
Maybe not to throw that Xeno.
I think she did perfect, and that's not just because she's in charge of booking guests.
You want to come back? Be nice.
Heck yeah. No, that was amazing. That was brilliant.
Thank you. I
can't. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about Keen anymore. He was great up until right then, and then he just blew the load all over the show. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Keen, great to see you.
Hey, yeah, no, that sucked.
I like that guy. That's great. Hey, let's go full screen. All right, let's go. All right. All right. Hey, Torst Wolf came in with 10. There she is, everybody. Our little third dragon. Says, great to see Keen, my captain here. Keep up the great work, all of y'all. Thank you very much, Torst Wolf, for 10
hey, Torst,
right there.
That's another Sky Bro. We've got so many of these guys showing up today. Thank you. And I like how you pulled up the challenged Hydra at the same time you were talking about Torst. We got Torst. Here we go.
I didn't mean to, but Torst came in. That was very nice. The challenged the Hydra dragon is always Blabs in her derpy face. Chief Corey came in with 5, says, it's okay, Blabs. Us active duty call each other tards all the time. There's 5 for Mortal Kombat.
Good.
All right, Phoenix.
We
have 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute left. Let's see a quick tally, if you wouldn't mind.
Once again, out that he's got High Guard on his wall today. Did anyone else notice that?
I did.
And Concord.
And Concord.
Let's go. All right. So we have 40 seconds left. If it doesn't come in now, we're now or never. And it looks like Mortal Kombat will be advancing over Street Fighter. What an upset that would be. Blaz, if anything comes in, fire away by all means.
I'm watching the platforms.
This is it right here. That's okay.
Pirates can still win.
Wouldn't that be funny if somebody just came in and dropped a bomb and said Pirates, and then it still didn't advance, because that's not who this is up against. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter right here. I think it's fair. Phoenix, as soon as that hits 0, I want to see a winner advance.
Okay.
All right. We are in the final countdown. Guys, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate everybody popping in, being a part of the show today. The winner today between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter is Mortal Kombat. Accepting on behalf of Mortal Kombat will be me. Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter. My God. Do you remember the first time you walked into an arcade and saw Sub-Zero ripping off a head? Do you remember the first time you saw a babality? Do you remember the first time you saw a brutality? Do you remember the buzz thinking about all the secrets inside the Mortal Kombat games? Do you remember the excitement that you felt? It was great times. Mortal Kombat, the true king of fighting games, as determined today, April 29th, 2026. Whenever the conversation is had in the year 3026, they will point to today's show and say, yes, Mortal Kombat truly is superior. Phoenix, let's get an update on the bracket, please, if you wouldn't mind, because the bracket has certainly changed. So here we go. We have Street Fighter losing to Mortal Kombat. Next matchup, we have our second round set up. Mass Effect versus Mortal Kombat. Let's go all the way. Let's make our way all the way around the bracket, starting in the upper corner. Tomorrow, we will have Sonic versus Zelda. Ooh, that'll be very exciting. Then we'll move over to the right side. Oh, well, sure, that's fine too. We'll go over to the right side. Halo versus Assassin's Creed. Then we move down to the bottom left side, where we will see Pokemon versus Resident Evil, and then we'll finish up with a matchup of Mass Effect versus Mortal Kombat. We are down to our final 8, friends, in our greatest video game franchise ever tournament. Which one will reign supreme? This one should be exciting. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. All right.
We got
what
some supers that came in afterwards. So
right.
Starts for 5 says, to he double hockey sticks blabs, Naruto, JoJo, Xenoblade Chronicles X, the best Xenoblade out of the 4 Xenoblade games, F-. Did you look in the mirror, Bike Shorts? You're an F-. Silas for 10 says, have Keen on again. He's great. Pirate of Freedom. Put this towards Sid Meier's Pirates. And then we got a 50 right here. So let me grab an asset. Boop. Game Hunter Series for 50 says, ahoy, Keen. Would you like to be a VTuber summoning for the Asmongold X Kirsha JRPG? Still writing Act 1 and 2. Wrote a bit for some ideas for Act 3. Phoenix is right about taking back our culture. Money for Street Fighter. Unfortunately, you guys came in too late.
Came in too late there, Game Hunter.
100% there. Put me in, coach. Put me in.
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
Right. We
And
need
then
a
another
pirate
one
summoning.
came in. Play Xenosaga for 2. Says Xenosaga 1, the people spoke, advance it.
Listen, corporate branding, play Xenosaga. That's not how this works. We are down to
No,
8.
of course works.
That would be funny. Like the official Xenosaga account comes in here.
Yeah, it would be, but they're not. They cannot change what's going on. It's ridiculous. This is an absolute uprising. All right, we will continue the matchup tomorrow. We only have 7 days left in this crucial matchup of now 8 franchises remaining. Would you guys do us a favor and hit the thumbs up button? Because tomorrow we'll be back at 11 a.m. Central Time, and we are joined by, my God, I cannot wait for this show.
It's the Drunken High stream. I've reminded both of them, Jake and Kirsha.
So Jake will be drunk, Kirsha will be high.
Yeah, I should read you what I sent to Jake this morning. I was like, I said to him, don't forget tomorrow's the Drunken High stream with Kirsha. Do with that info as you will. Basically tell him bottoms up, and then I sent him a gif of Steve Harvey having all the booze.
So look, tomorrow will be chaos. We know that. We are accepting of that, and we hope you embrace that. So once again, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. You can find all of Keen's information down in the description below. If you enjoyed his stuff, I encourage you to go check out his channels. Great show all the way around today.
Brief outro?
No, of course you can. Yeah, but go ahead, Keen.
I just want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me, and thank you, Skybros, for pulling that through. Thank you for backing me up. Thank you for shouting me out. All that. The community is absolutely amazing, and I shout out all of them too. We're doing crazy good stuff, and it's only going to go up from here. So yeah, thank you, everyone. You are absolutely amazing. Like I said, second best community on the internet.
Behind just the normal men. Thank you very much.
Yes, exactly. Of course, obviously.
Speaking of, once again, we have all this good stuff coming up over on Side Scrollers Plus coming up this weekend. I encourage you to check it out. This is happening next week, the Echo the Dolphin Fun Time. Also, as a reminder, you can get 50% off right now over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code 50OFF to get the massive discount. We would love if you joined us over there. It's $50 for the entire year. It's a great way to support us. 100% of that goes to us. It doesn't go to YouTube. Doesn't go to Twitch. It goes to us and allows us to continue to grow and bring you guys great stuff like that. It's like PBS, just better and non-educational, just fun. So use that promo code today. Appreciate you guys. All right. With that said, have a great rest. What?
Listen, I have supers. Kalishi for 5 says, Craig having trouble sending grumble rants on PC side. That creator sponsor ad is in the way of sending rants. And then Play Xenosaga for 2 says, ignoring timer for PC versus Game Boy isn't how it works either.
Play Xenosaga. Get fucked.